Oh, what is going on, Fragrance family? Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a fantastic New Year's Eve. Had fun with friends and family hopping on here because we haven't done a Fragrance family live in a couple weeks now. All the holidays and everything, it's been kind of tough. So I don't know how many of you are actually going to hop on here, but throw me a comment. Well, if you're watching this in the future, throw me some comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. I see we got one on here. Throw me a comment. Let me know who all is on here. If we don't get, I just kind of want to go over do some questions, a little Q&A. Also, possibly, talking to you guys about what I foresee this channel and where I foresee it going. 2022 should be, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them in the comment box. But how is everybody's? Awesome, Clinton. How's everybody's New Year been? Don't really have anything, just so you guys know, just really set forward for today's Q&A. If you guys have any questions, want to talk about some new things that are going to be happening in 2022, just want to kind of make this a little chill, a little hangout time. But yeah, Clint, how was your New Year's Eve? Also, I know this is kind of a weird time. I just got back from playing disc golf. So I literally got back at 3 o'clock and now I'm on. We all scent of the day. We got 4 on here. I don't know why these comments. I don't know if anybody's commenting or it's just taking forever to load comments. If I don't get enough people on here, we'll see how it goes. Low key with a few friends. Yeah, I was supposed to go to a party, but we've had a pretty bad outbreak here in Chattanooga with COVID. And a lot of my friends work in the medical field. What up, Boogie Daddy? So we did not do our annual New Year's party, which is probably a good thing. Good evening, Morgan. Probably a good thing because last year I went to New Year's at the same party and I got COVID. I totally forgot about that. And that sucked. What's everybody rocking for their scent of the day? Again, I didn't know exactly what everybody, today would be a good day to do a live, but I do have some news I want to share with everybody. And we do have super chat on if you guys would like to get some questions up here or help out the cause, my 2 cents. Just throw me some super chats, guys. Oh, but yeah, so my scent, or not my scent of the day, but I'll get to my scent of the day here in a second. But my New Year's was super chill. I was probably in bed at like 9 o'clock. I didn't make it to midnight. I did a lot of reflecting yesterday, trying to get geared up for 2022. It's going to be an awesome year. What up, Pete? Hey, I wasn't, Pete, just want to let you know I was not avoiding your text messages. I was out in the middle of nowhere playing disc golf, and I couldn't send a text. Scent of the day, Lamal. Thank you, Clint. All right. I'm going to throw this up here. Boom, Clinton. Throwing up the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I was just debating what to wear today, not wearing anything as of yet. My scent of the day is Mandala. Ooh. From Mass Milano. Golly. The glare on this. Well, you can't see it. Whatever. But yeah, I decided to go with an incense bomb for New Year's Day. So do y'all do New Year's resolutions? If so, if you'd like to share some of your New Year's resolutions, let me know in the comments. I don't do resolutions. I just set goals for myself. Yes, man, Mandala is a freaking fantastic fragrance. Incense bomb. Freaking love this fragrance. So good. Woody and incensey. Pulse of the night. Chilly day here in Northeast Oklahoma. Yeah, it is not chilly. It is in the 70s today. I literally went out in this t-shirt to play disc golf and I was sweating. I can't believe it. But we're supposed to have snow tomorrow. It's going from 70 to freezing. I'm not looking forward to it at all. At all. I don't either. And if I do, hold on. Good morning. Good morning, Ali. Good morning. Good morning. It's so crazy how, starting this channel this past April, I had no idea that like I would be talking to people all across the world. I think it's so freaking cool. And I just want to let you all know that the 9 people that are on here, it has been such an awesome time. Getting to know you guys in the comments and just seeing where this channel and how this channel has grown, man. I mean, I'm meeting people all over the world. I think I think it's such a blessing and it's so freaking cool. Yeah. All right. So sample of By the Fireplace, but it's almost 80 here today. Boogie Daddy, where you hail from? That's hot. 80 in December? Jesus. That's crazy. I mean, it was 70s here. It's freaking crazy. I mean, it honestly was almost a little too warm to be to rock a mandala. Every time, I mean, I smell great, playing disc golf, but the more I heat it up, man, it was just pulsing off my skin. Coastal NC. Yep. Yeah. And is it supposed to get super cold there? Salute, Rich. Big Rich in the house. Woohoo. All right. I guess I can take this down. Thank you so much. Again, yes, Super Chat is on, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. So I had an episode. It was my last episode that I was going to post for New Year's Eve. I got it all filmed and recorded. Unfortunately, my iPhone, which is right here that I use, I just use it for filming and editing, crapped out. So that was the longest episode I had ever put together. It was my top 21 of 2021. And I don't know, I did an update on my iPhone and now it's complete crap. So I don't know when that's going to be coming out. And I'm also might be doing more lives in the next couple days because I think I have to get a new phone, which is my main source of filming for My2Scents. So, which kind of sucks. But it's a great way to start 2022. Yeah, it's supposed to dip to the 30s and 40s here as well. I mean, they're talking snow tomorrow. I can't believe it. So yeah, all of your super chats, anything like that, guys, go straight to the good cause of My2Scents. But Mitchell, Sense of Wood is so good. Anybody having issues getting their Sense of Wood? I have not got mine yet. My first like official month. I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea. Do you guys have any questions? Storming here in the mid-state. Yeah, we are under severe tornado warnings right now. I was out playing disc golf and it was a pretty open course. And God, dude, the wind was it was crazy. Well, needless to say, I did not do so well. Did not do so well. Okay, so Mitchell Scott says, you got my interest peaked on Sense of Wood. Looking to dive into the house in 2022. I think it's a fantastic house. I'm looking at diving more into them. I've got my monthly subscription box. I'm still waiting on December's subscription box because I got, my first one that was the 3 plus the candles and everything, and I'm waiting on my official first month. I don't know what's going on with it. It showed up like it's supposed to be here on the 23rd, and now it's not. Now it's saying January 3rd. How strong and projection from Jezebel? Jezebel is a pretty good performer and definitely, I would say, a good at least 8-hour fragrance, at least on my skin. But Ancacus, man, I'm very surprised with Ancacus, and I just realized that it's the same guys who do Fort Manley. So what up, Bopper? John, how's the weather in Georgia, man? It's hot here. Freaking 70s. It's freaking stupid. Can't believe it. It was 70s on Christmas. 70 degrees on Christmas here. And then the day after New Year's is supposed to snow. Which Cosmoson do I own? I've got 2 coming. I've got 1888 and I also have Fiero. But right now I just have Cosmoson Mephisto Gentle Uomo. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, 1888 I have sampled, and also Fiero I sampled. So I pulled the trigger with Fragrance Buy, and I got 230 mls. So they should be here tomorrow, actually. Just came back from fishing. Man, it's a good day to fish. I just got back from playing disc golf. Well, actually, I didn't even make it through 18 holes, but I can't say I did that bad because I played teams and we were like 5 under, 500. Big Rich, thank you so much. Super chat. Thanks for all you do, man. Thank you for all you do to help support this channel, man. So 2022 is going to be a big year. Did you try Persistent? I have not. No, the only two I've tried, 3 on or Coos. I own Jezebel. I've also got Manhattan. And I can't remember the other one that I tried. Absent-minded, maybe? Is that it? Fiero is Lyra. Both of those are really good, Chris. Fiero and Lyra. Fiero is a really good green fragrance. Very citrusy up top. Oh, look at that, Boogie Daddy. Thank you so much. Man, dude, that means a lot, guys. New Year's cheers to one of the best of the YouTube fragcom. And this is the best family, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you again for all the support. It is truly a blessing. Never did I think. Pete, I totally understand. Ooh, what am I doing here? Totally understand. Have a good night, and definitely check the replay. I don't know exactly how long we'll be on here, but we'll be on here for a little while. But yeah, Fiero is a really good green fragrance. Random question: are there any good country music artist frags? I only ask because you're in Tennessee and then in Nashville. I don't know of any country music artist frags, but there is a really cool brand out of Nashville called Ranger Station, and they do candles and fragrances. I have not tried their fragrances. I'm setting up a time in February to go and talk to the owners and do like a YouTube video on the perfumery. And so, but all their candles come in whiskey glasses. So it's kind of cool because once you burn through the candle, you've got a rocks glass. But yeah, Ranger Station is out of Nashville. I don't know of any Nashville artists that make fragrances. I guess Willie Nelson's would smell like pot. And if it didn't, then I wouldn't want to wear it. Yeah, I don't know of any, honestly. Man, Clint, I'm glad you ran across my channel in 2021 because that's when the channel started. And yes, oh, Cody Johnson. I didn't know Cody Johnson has a fragrance. I love Cody Johnson. I've seen him like 2 or 3 times. Tim McGraw apparently is in the new TV show 1883, and apparently he's a badass. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this, but Tim McGraw has one. I did not know Tim McGraw has one. I figured I don't do a lot of music artist fragrances, and you probably won't ever see me pick up like the Paris Hiltons or anything like that. I don't know. Michael Bublé's fragrance is the best like artist fragrance I've ever stumbled across. What was the brand from Oklahoma City you talked about? Oklahoma City. I don't remember. Oklahoma City. I've talked about one from Arizona, and that's Icon de Parfums. And then I've got Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, which is right here. But I can't remember which one I was talking about from Oklahoma City. I don't know. Let me think about that. I might have to Google it here in just a second. Yeah, so, all right. So I'm going to tell you guys a few things that are really going to be happening with this channel in 2021 because I want to make it a little bit more interactive with you guys. I want to get to know you guys better, and I really want to create content that you are wanting to see. Now, obviously, I cannot please everybody, but I can, we can have fun. I think that you guys helping inspire this channel will really help this channel grow even more, and it'll be more for the people instead of just me talking about what I like. Magnosis, I will get to that in just a second. But I'm not going to be doing any rack store hunting this year for the entire year. And I'm going to focus, if you guys are cool with it, if you want to. I've seen a lot of people ask me about a lot of these Middle Eastern fragrances. So I'm basically going to set myself a budget, because this also goes along with my new channel that I'll be starting in the middle of this month. But I'm going to do a budget of $100 for a month for just like cheap fragrances. And I'm going to get them all from discounters. So I want to kind of focus on and get input from you guys that might have tried a lot of these Middle Eastern fragrances, because I find that you can find some quality for cheap. But I thought that maybe we could do a live once a month and we could talk and go over, like maybe go to fragrancebuy.ca together, talk about fragrances. I can go ahead and put my order in, kind of like what Ross does, but do it more live. But that is a concept. No rack store shopping. I'm not doing any rack store shopping, because I feel like, yes, you can find some hidden gems, but it's few and far between. And I'm tired of having fragrances that sit on my shelf. I kind of think it goes against the ethics of myself. I want to wear, I want fragrances that are, quality and, performance and all that stuff is great. But, I want to really focus on brands that are going to help set you guys apart, help set you guys, make you more unique. And I think you guys already enjoy that. I really try to bring a little bit something different to the table, talking about a lot of different brands. Let's see here. Hello from Romania, Bucharest, brother. What's your overall opinion about Amouage fragrances, especially Reflection, Bracken, and Beach Hut? Beach Hut is good. I don't think it deserves as much hype as it gets. I think it's a good fragrance, don't get me wrong. But I like Sunshine Man better. That's more of like my spring, summer, but you can wear it all year round type of scent. Reflection is awesome. If you have not gotten it. And Bracken, if I do remember, because I had a decant of Bracken. Bracken is their fougere, correct? No. What is their fougere? Anyways, quote me if I'm wrong, but awesome. I've got a fragrance coming from Romania. It's my first Romanian fragrance from Collage. What Terra Mugro fragrances do you own? I have single malt. Pure malt. I have Crypto Mint and Pure Havane. I've got Fly Away, and then I've got a vintage bottle of Alien Man. Stashed by Sarah Jessica Parker. That is definitely on my radar. I thought I found it at a rack store during Christmas, but it was it was another flanker in the stash line. It wasn't Stash. Very cool idea. Happy New Year, buddy. Thank you so much. There's a ton of good stuff from the Middle East. Do you guys want to hear about more Middle Eastern fragrances? Now, I'm definitely going to. So I'm going to do one haul at $100 a month, and then I'm going to be picking up only one niche fragrance a month. So that means I'm going to try and just focus on, I'm going to be really pulling out decants and samples and going through those and being more meticulous of what I pick up. I think that, I think we all can learn a little bit about how to collect fragrances and not just like run our dicks into the dirt picking up all the fragrances there are out there. I've been there, done that. Okay, there's a ton of good stuff from the Middle East. Yeah, I think Middle East. I'm pretty satisfied with everything I've been picking up. I have a basket right now, so basically, you guys, I will tell you what I have in my basket, and I will go ahead and push the button on it. I've got 5 fragrances for $100, and they're all Middle Eastern, Latafa and Rasasi. So maybe here in just a little bit, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I've been planning to the Middle East, just explore fragrances there. Yeah, I think it's a really good thing. Is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme worth it? I think it's completely worth it. I'm really getting tired of people talking about, oh, the vintage batch was better. Well, you know what? It might have been. It might have been. But does that mean the new batch is bad? No, it's still out on the market for a reason. It's, you can spend a lot of money trying to go. Now, if you're a true collector, which I am, I don't mind buying some vintage batches. But, you'll never hear me say, yeah, get the vintage batch for $500. Now just get the new batch. It works just as well, and you might have to spray a little bit more, but what could you do? I think Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, if you like vintage or classic style fragrances, I mean, it's soapy, piney, it's fresh. It's got a note breakdown that's as long as the Bible, and it's completely worth it, in my opinion. New Harlem will be available on Valentine's Day. Are you interested? Not really. Maybe. There's other things that I'm more interested in. Is that Bond number 9? Jewel or Jeff? I'm sorry. I'm from Middle East, Saudi Arabia. Totally recommend to try Arabian Oud. Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is on my list. Jumped on a bunch from the scent of it. Oh, good. Man, that is another thing. So I'm going to be focusing on the cheapies, which will be the Middle Eastern fragrances. I'm not doing rack stores. Ross has got that nailed down, and I love watching Ross's channel. If you're not subscribed to Ross's channel, then after this, go and subscribe to TLTG Reviews. If you want to know about cheapies, he is your man. But I want to focus on finding, from discounters and going that route. And then indie brands. Lots of awesome indie brands coming out tomorrow on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram yet, you should, because tomorrow I'm talking with Emily, the beautiful Emily. I can't remember her last name, but from Shelter and Perfume, for a phenomenal house out of Oregon. She is doing some amazing things over there, making quality fragrances for actually a really good price. And then you got For the Scent of It, man. I hope you, John, I hope you really enjoy them. Armand, okay, Afnan, definitely on the list. There's not a huge difference in the vintage Paco Rabanne Pour Homme now. There's certain fragrances that there is a big jump, but may I know what's my top oud? Honestly, my favorite that I'm rocking right now, that I'm really enjoying right now, is a new one from Elixir Attar, Melange. This has got 7 different ouds in it. It's got a vintage oud from 1985. It's got ambergris, cardamom. I mean, this thing is a beaut, but again, expensive, very expensive. This is only a 15 ml, but I had to get it. I've really enjoyed Elixir Attar, and I think they do a great job with ouds and natural musks, and yeah. Just get Risala from Arabian Oud. Enjoy it so far. I'm pretty new to all Middle Eastern fragrances. Blind buying Megamare would be crazy, right? Negative Ghost Rider. Megamare is freaking awesome. If you can find it for a good price, pick it up. I'm going to actually be doing my review of Megamare next week. Megamare is the best aquatic fragrance. One of the best aquatics. I'm not going to say it's the best, but I think it's freaking awesome. If you're looking for longevity and you are looking for projection and a really unique and awesome aquatic fragrance, Megamare is it. That was the last release from Orto Parisi until they just released QOEM. So I think Megamare is, if you get it for, hell, if you can find it at $195 at retail, I suggest it. Because I got mine from Fragrance Buy. It sold out in like an hour. But I just recently got a bottle, and I've been waiting for it to pop up. Wish I had spent my money on quality fragrances than all of the cheapies I bought when I started a couple of years ago. Yeah. One more left on FragranceNet for 150. Frickin' get it. Just saying. I'm gonna pull mine down real quick. I'm not gonna say much just because, like I said, I'm doing my full review of this, but Orto Parisi is a phenomenal house. Alessandro Gutierrez is an incredible perfumer. I would love to get him on YouTube Live. I don't know how much English he speaks. That's the only thing. But I got mine at fragrancebuy.ca, and I paid $158, and I was 100% on top of that. 100%. This is, I have had a sample of this for probably about 6 months. And when this comes up, it sells out like that. And this is, it's incredible. If you've tried the new one from Zoologist called Seahorse, or if you've tried 40 Knots from xerjoff, like I would say that this, and I love 40 Knots. This and 40 Knots will be my go-to spring and summer beasts. They're freaking, whatever he did to that, it's crazy. It is okay. So to answer, there is no Mega Mare sold out super fast at Fragrance Buy. Apparently, there's one at Fragrance Net right now. But yeah, Clint, I'm gonna have to agree with you. If I could go back and kind of take back all of the cheapies, like this whole shelf, that whole shelf, a lot of my shelves, and invested that money into fragrances I'd actually wear, I would. I would have totally. I wish I could go back and do that, but I can't. Unless anybody wants to like hop on and build a time machine with me. I got a buddy who owns a DeLorean. We could totally get on that. I need Mega Mare and the new leather to complete the line. Mega Mare is hard to grab. It is, and it just came out. I mean, it's a 2018 release, but as soon as it comes in, sold out. I was super lucky to have snagged this. Same. I'd have a few extra PDMs or even a nice Raja. Yeah. It's. I think it's funny how a lot. I mean, the cheap fragrance market is huge. It's huge on YouTube. It's huge all over the world. But I would take 20 of my cheapies that I paid between $20 and $40 for. And if I calculated all that money, I would have I could have got myself something really nice, something that I would really find more value in. I would use it more often. It's a lot of people I hear say they're like, oh, I can't afford that. Well, you can afford it. It's just sometimes you have to switch up your lifestyle. You have to switch a few things around to have what you truly want and what you truly need in life. And I don't feel like I need a lot of these cheapies. So we all got to start from the bottom. No shame there. Absolutely. No shame at all. And it depends on how, I know some people who just like collecting cheapies. The hunt is fun. I love it. I used to love going to rack stores and being like, ooh, 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 ah. You're walking out of there like every week with like 4 different fragrances. But now it's like I've got every single, Banana Republic icon line and I don't ever wear them. It sucks, that's $160. Of course, not a lot, but I could have put somewhere else. And now, I'm really starting to see that because there's a lot of great indie brands out there, like For the Scent of It, a 30 ml for $60. I mean, they check a lot of the boxes that everybody's looking for. Ooh, all right. Hi, Brian. What up, Easy? Scent of the night. I'm testing Tobacco Vanille and Zaharoff Signature Tobacco side by side. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, those are Tobacco Vanille. I still wore it. That was my scent of the evening, even though I didn't do anything. We're having a big issue with COVID outbreaks pretty bad here in Chattanooga. So, and this time last year, I actually had COVID. It was literally I think it was the day after New Year's Day. All right. What up, Ryan? Let's see. They look pretty cool on the shelf. Yep. So let me know, Easy. What are you thinking of Tobacco Vanille and Signature Tobacco? Here's a fun fact. Like I busted out last night. I started testing out the Dreamer again from Versace, one of my favorite fragrances. And I can kind of see, like, if you guys don't know about the Dreamer, it's a tobacco fragrance as well, but it's a softer tobacco. But the tobacco in it kind of reminds me of Signature Tobacco. I'm not saying they're the same fragrance, but I'm like, man, they kind of give me the same feels. New to the channel, really enjoy the content. Man, thank you so much. Guys, we do have Super Chat on. All of your, if you do want to throw Super Chat on there, awesome. You know, all the money goes back to help support the channel. And yeah, any support definitely helps. Since I am doing this full time now, I'm not trying to, you know, panhandle you guys. I do want to also say, and I hope people see this that are watching this in the future. So 20% of the money that I make from monetization from YouTube actually goes to the Kidney Foundation here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I donate 20% because they have been a huge support for helping my mom go through dialysis and everything. So your money does go to a good cause as well, guys. New to your channel, really enjoy the content. I really appreciate Jason. You have a recommendation for a unique office scent that is not too strong. Thanks again for all the content. A unique office scent, yes. Well, actually, let me ask you real quick, Jason. Do you want cheap or are you looking for more niche? Let me know if you see this. I have a crap load of cheapies that collect dust. Me too. And I'm about to start my I'm going to be doing a really funny TikTok here soon, and you're going to see something. If you guys follow me on TikTok later in the future, which will be, I'm putting it out this week, but I'm going to be doing something funny with my shelves. But I got to, you know, I got a lot of dusting to do. All right. Hello, everyone. All right. Ronnie Marshall, ATH. ATH will be coming on maybe this month, definitely in February. Unfortunately, so he's on vacation right now. I think he's going to take a longer vacation. So if we can't do it, thank you so much, Jason, for the super chat. But we will have Aaron Terence Hughes on very soon, either this month or it'll be the very beginning. It'll be before Valentine's Day because we got a very special episode we want to do for everyone and talking about his newest release, is what I like to call the vampire release that's going to be coming out for Valentine's Day. All right, I did find Terre d'Hermes at a Marshall's, went with Authenticity last night. Awesome. How much was your Terre d'Hermes there, Jason? Thank you for the super chat. All right, I bought Matador. Oh, Matador, okay. By bortnikoff for just $30 on Fragrance Net. That it's quality iris scent. Yeah, another quality iris scent that well, it's discontinued, but I was talking to a buddy the other night how, like, you know, so many flankers come out and they're kind of just based on, you know, the original DNA, and then you have some you know, brands that do flankers that are completely opposite, like La Nuit de l'Homme Low Intense, completely different than La Nuit de l'Homme, and everybody hated it, but it's an iris fragrance and it's really good, but everybody hated on it because, well, it wasn't that, you know, cardamom and super sexy, you know, it's just a fresh iris scent. Okay, let's see here. Signature Tobacco is not a huge projector on my skin. The Bopper, or John, I'm gonna just call you John. Anyways, but I do get really good longevity out of it. It just does not, it's not a huge projector on my skin, but a phenomenal, classy tobacco. Oh my God, yeah, Jasmine Narcotique is so good from ATH. It's a huge, huge love for me. Oh, I also will have to say this, guys. For you who are wondering about the new Legend that's going to be coming out in September, Aaron sent me a sample of the new batch. It's freaking fire. It's different. It's going to blow your mind in longevity and projection. And if for those of you who got, you know, Maverick and Legend in their other bottle, don't feel like, you know, you're wasting your money getting the new one because it's freaking fire. Let's do under $150. Okay, I got a good one for you. Give me 1 second, Jason. Find it here. I'm really enjoying this brand right here. I think these are $140. This is Diurno from Milano Fragranze. I'll go ahead and throw this up here for you. But Diurno is a awesome fougere with a nice amaretto accord. So you kind of get a nice almondy booziness from it, but you get all those fougere qualities if you enjoy fougeres. So, but this is freaking awesome. And 100 ml. So this is the same guys who do Mask Milano, which 30 mLs are, you know, in that 100, I think $35 range, $145 range, but they're doing this other brand, Milano Fragranze, and 100 mLs are like 145 bucks, 100% worth it. All right, I got more comments. I have about 5 mLs of my tobacco vanille and have been loving my tobacco sample. Tobacco has more tobacco, in my opinion. Preferring that so far. Tobacco definitely does. Now, I think that tobacco vanille shares two different types of tobacco. I think it's more like your sweeter pipe tobacco and also carries the same kind of ashiness that comes in tobacco oud. But yes, tobacco definitely has more of a drier tobacco. And when I say that, I don't mean like it's just so super dry. It does have that honey nuances in it. It's got a little booziness up top. It's a good fragrance. Oh, another one. JT, Happy New Year to you. I have no idea what 2 pounds relates to in US dollars. I think that's like $4. Thank you. Thank you, JT. All right. Jason Paul, $70 for Terre d'Hermes. That's good. I think that's a good price. That's the Legend. Red bottle? No. Legend. This one right here. This Legend right here. Terence Hughes Legend. I don't know which Legend you're talking about. I just picked up Adiel Extreme. Very nice. Lux Extreme is freaking awesome. I love that fragrance. Yeah, definitely check out Diurno. I mean, there's a ton. Honestly, Jason, you can also go. I don't know if you can get it, but you know, any of the Zaharoffs, like the Signature collection, would make great signature scents. Absolutely. More comments. New comments. A small show of appreciation. Kiss the ring, and it's funny. I'm not even wearing the ring. I took it off to play disc golf. I don't even know what I did with it. It's sitting around here somewhere. I have to take it off every now and then. Thank you so much, Easy. You are the man. Oops, already did that one. All right. I've been digging into my kerosene offerings lately. Kerosene makes some great fragrances. Fantastic fragrances. I'm really, I'll be diving more into kerosene. John Pegg over there at Kerosene does a phenomenal job. On's very, very well, and he does a really good job of capturing holidays because Winter of '99 is fantastic, and so is Follow. That is the best coffee fragrance, in my opinion. Light plays tricks, LOL. Yeah. Where is the ring? Well, you know what? It's all right because I have a backup. Hang on, let me get the ring. That's a good question. What did I do with my? Oh, I know where it is. It's in my bathroom. You know what? We're gonna go with. No, we're not. We're not gonna go with that. There we go. We'll wear the gold one today. I got a silver and gold one. All right. Oh, speaking of shelter and perfume, Emily Shaber, I don't know if I'm saying your last name right. She's on here, and she will actually be going on. She will actually be going on, being on one of our YouTube lives next Saturday, right? The 8th. Yes, next Saturday. So that's going to be awesome. So there's something to look forward to there. We're also going to be doing, like I said, we have an Instagram live coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Coastal time, I believe. Blackmail is good. Fields of Rubus have not tried. Ring is on again, guys. Just got that $1.99. So that's what you have, John. Emily, how are you today? Sorry, I have not sent you a picture yet, and I just saw this. I was getting home trying to get on here for this live. But as soon as I get done with this, I will send you a picture so we can do that promo. But yeah. Yep. Anybody excited about some anybody excited about Dior Homme Sport 2021? Ricky, I need to try that coffee addict from Theodorus Calatinus. I think that's how you say it. I'm well related because I did nothing last night. Cool. No, I didn't really either, except my Emily also. Well, I guess I'll tell you afterwards. Never mind. I did have a episode for Emily that I was going to be putting out today, but uh, my phone just crapped out that I do all of my video editing and filming with, so I might not be having anything come out for the next couple days, which just means I'm going to be doing YouTube lives for a couple days until Monday, till I can go get a new phone. Yeah. Winter '99 definitely does smell like my mom making fruitcakes at Christmas. Love the scent, but it just does not last on my skin. I can see that. I get good longevity with it. I mean, not stellar, but is what it is. I'm excited for 1 million elixir. I'm excited to see how that is. I'm excited for Blue de Chanel elixir. That's not actually a thing, but it's got to be. It's got to be the next one coming out. Yes, I'm a monster. Follow smells like a straight up cup of Joe. It's Max Aroma, the best place to get and sample ATH fragrances in the States. It's the only place to really, unless you go straight from the, Aaron's site. That's the only place you can go. And yes, I think it's the best because you can get 10 mLs there. And I think now they are starting where you can use a lot of their discount coupons for Aaron Terence Hughes. It didn't used to be like that. Oh, I'm a monster because I'm. You know who's a monster? I'm going to tell you who's a monster. I'm going to get on a little Apple rant here. So this is an iPhone 11. This is what I have been filming, editing, and doing everything for Instagram and for YouTube. Because I do have a video camera, but it's funny that the camera on a damn iPhone is higher quality than my video camera that I paid quite a bit of money for. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to use my video camera for, and especially for lighting, but for mentality that I'm starting at the middle of the month, sometime this month. But this crapped out on me, and it's exactly almost a little over 2 years old. I just did the newest update, and now I have no storage space, and I can't turn it off and turn it back on. It'll just reset itself. I can't export any of my footage that I film. So I 100% at smartphone manufacturers do something to your phone after a couple years just so you have to buy a frickin' new one. Anyways, enough of me ranting. Screw Apple right now. Not happy with them. Boogie Dad just got no, you're not. I always wanted a bottle of Distance. Has anyone smelled? I have not. Next month, I'm traveling to ATH's shop. I'm jealous. I'm hoping that in 2022, I will be able to get across the pond, and I'd like to visit Aaron and quite a few other guys over there. Let's see here. I just picked up Neon and Slut today. Both fantastic. I own both of those. If you can get a little 10 ml of Animalics, if you can find the older one or the newer one and layer those two, sticking awesome. Co-perfumer, for instance, does not last on me either, but I can smell it on my roomie all day. Man, Boogie, you got a lot of scents that don't agree with you. Not just Apple, Samsung as well. Yeah. So this is my business phone, or personal phone, I should say. The phone is my normal, my business phone. So This is a piece of crap. It's old as crap. And then now my iPhone. I'm just gonna go get the iPhone 13 on Monday and say screw it. The 1 terabyte. I mean, pay an arm and a leg, but you know. And that's what Super Chat's for, so I can get a new phone. Just kidding. I got a sample of Slut right before Christmas. Love it. It is. It was a little funky on me at first, but man, I love that strawberry note in it. For some reason, that pops off my skin. It's got a little bit of that, you know, filth to it. That's one thing I love about fragrances. That little filthy accord that he uses is so nice. Android is better. You're right. But when it comes to editing, I find Apple to be better for that because I use an Android phone for my personal use, and then Apple. I mean, just that the cameras. It's so crazy how technology has become so brilliant that you can fit a freaking camera like the size of a damn that's better than most movie set cameras out there. It's freaking crazy. Blows my mind. You know. But hell, maybe I'll just go back to a flip phone. Yeah, her Pixel's got a really nice camera. It's just tough because switching everything up and, I want to be able to provide you guys with, fun, and good content. I mean, and I'm trying to do a lot more with editing and, transitions, and I gotta keep the audience focused, keep them coming back, because I got to get my 2 cents out there. And I thank each and every one of you for being part of this. This is a lot of fun. All right, planned obsolescence. I don't even. I can't. All right, but are there any fragrances you guys are looking forward to in 2022 that are coming out? I'll tell you one that I'm looking forward to is Drakkar Intense. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think it's I wonder if it's actually going to be a flanker of Drakkar Noir or Drakkar, the original that came out in like 1982, maybe 1980. Oh, GoPro doesn't add bloatware. I was looking at that GoPro. Yeah, I was looking at that GoPro, the new Hero 10, I think it is. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited that you're getting into Middle Eastern fragrance. Check out Mason Anthony Merman. What up, Darren Allen? My new favorite found perfumers, who also will be going live on Instagram very soon. And I'm going to get him on YouTube, whether he likes it or not. But Darren Allen, man, this guy right here, he's in the comments. He's freaking awesome. I'm curious to see what 1 million elixir will be like. Look, guys, that's another thing coming into 2022. I don't know how many new releases I'll be picking up in 2022. I'm going to be very picky. I don't know. I do like a lot of designer fragrances, but man, they're all starting to smell the same, and I hope they go in a different direction come 2022. Because Paco Bomb 1 million elixir, I don't know. I'm gonna say it's gonna be spicy, probably gonna be sweet. We'll see. I do actually look forward to one I probably will pick up is the Gentleman Reserve Privé. That sounds very interesting. Can I be excited to say Heart Spark by City Rhythm and Shelter and Perfume? Oh, I'm excited about Shelter and Perfume and City Rhythm doing their collab as well. And we will definitely talk about that, well, tomorrow and further into the future. I don't know if Guy Laroche is still alive. He might be dead, and I don't know. I haven't really looked into. I haven't really even thought about. I think Drakkar Noir I still enjoy wearing. But I think a lot of people are, oh, that's an old school fragrance. Nah, that's not an old school fragrance. It's just, it's how fragrances used to be. Of course, it's old school, but you know, it's back when perfumery was a little bit different. But I, I haven't even thought of Guy Laroche in, you know, probably 10 years. I have no idea if that guy's still around. Anyways, good to see that. Let's see. Better disappoint with Drakkar Intense because Drakkar is a classic. It is. And now Drakkar Noir is a flanker. From the original Drakkar lasted 6 years. And then Drakkar Noir just basically took its spot. A lot of people don't even know about the original Drakkar. Oh, the company. Yes, definitely the company. But I don't know. Is somebody Google it? See if Guy Laroche is still alive. Like to know. But yeah, I am excited about getting in more Middle Eastern fragrances. I've been pretty impressed by the ones that I've tried. I know Sarah over at Glam Finds, she really enjoys them. And I've been watching a lot of her channel, and it's really piqued my interest because you can find a lot of fragrances for quality. And yeah, a lot of them are probably going to be clones or dupes, but you know, I mean, hell. And you guys let me know. Like I said, I got 5 fragrances sitting in a cart right now. I'll go ahead and hit send, and that'll be our first haul of the year. I got 3 Latafas and 2 Rasasis. Man, Boogie, you need to go and check yourself some Drakkar Noir again. It's really good. I mean, I mean, depending on how old you are. Okay, he did die in the late 80s. All right. I had a feeling he wasn't a lot, around. But it's, it's so clean. Lots of, florals, fir balsams, woods, soapy. I mean, it's just an all around, just clean smelling fragrance. I have not tried Amouage Gold Man. I can't remember if I've tried Gold. I haven't tried Gold. I've tried Diamond. I haven't tried Gold. I think somebody last time I wasn't here live did or asked me that. But Amouage, I do really enjoy Amouage, so that is another house I'm going to be sinking my teeth into further, even though I've already got 8 or 9, 10 fragrances from Amouage. There's a few that I want to get on, get in my collection. Overture being one of them. I would have to say that yes, Drakkar Noir was probably inspired. I wouldn't say inspired by shaving foam, but I mean it probably was inspired. Just the smell of old barbershops, I think, or not barbershop now. Just think it, a lot of people enjoyed that smell because it's clean smelling, it's fresh, it's masculine. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely see Drew being, inspired by a barbershop. CK1, God, man. I thought about buying another bottle of CK1, but man, I went through so much of that of CK1 back in the day. CK1 and CKB. Now they have CK1 Everyone or CK Everyone Eau de Parfum coming out. Gold, awful. I bought a decant recently and hated it. I've heard that from quite a few people. Goldman Diamant's really good. That's really good. At the Barbers by Mason Margiela has the same vibes. Yeah. I mean, that's just classic style, perfumery. I mean, even you go back to, let's just even say Eau Sauvage. I ever tried, super vintage batches of Eau Sauvage, but that's the whole premise of a fougere, Rogue Bon Monsieur. Yeah, I mean, right there. Bon Monsieur is so freaking good. Everything by Rogue. I love that he brings back, the classic style of perfumery, but modernizes it, but sticks with that classic style. I mean, he's He's doing some freaking special things over there. Amber Frag, okay. Goldman, Silverman, I didn't care for of them. I haven't tried Gold or Silverman. Arabian Oud Tarteal Silver is an amazing amber frag. Bradley, do me a favor, just DM me with that information. Do you have issues with Bleu de Chanel Parfum? I bought it at the beginning of December, and even after just 30 minutes, I can barely smell it on myself. I would say that I don't know necessarily if I get performance issues. It's just, you know, it's softer. It's not as long lasting. You know, I think there is a misconception between eau de toilette, eau de cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and parfum. Everybody expects, the higher concentration to last longer or to project more, and that's not at all necessarily the case. Your eau de toilettes are meant to be bright and, bright up top and get the performance. Eau de parfums, the higher the concentration oils doesn't always mean better performance and better, longevity. In my opinion, a parfum is going to be a lot more smooth, more rounded. It's going to have a little bit more depth and texture, but sometimes you lack in performance that way. But it's not necessarily, it all depends on the user. If, you really care about performance, then maybe the eau de toilette is the better direction to go, even though the parfum does smell better. And it all has to do with skin chemistries and all with each individual. And sometimes you have to also think that maybe other people can smell it and you can't, because going nose blind is a thing. I mean, I explained it on a live the other night. You're traveling with your family back when you were a kid. Your dad farts all the time. The whole trip there, and you actually just get used to it because that's what your body's natural reaction to do. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes we just get used to scents. I know I do. I go nose blind to plenty of fragrances. In fact, like I know that I still get wafts of Mandala, my scent of the day. Awesome incense banger, but it's not like I can smell it constantly. I'm just becoming used to it. All right. Do you have any? So yeah, performance issues. Yeah, I only get probably about five good hours with Bleu de Chanel Parfum. It's not the loudest projector, but man, it smells freaking awesome. I have a car full of Amouage samples right now. I love Interlude Black Iris. That's my favorite. I actually think it may have inspired Smolder a bit. I don't know. If you watch what ATS says during his review, the time of his review, I could kind of see that. Happy New Year, and I got to babysit. Enjoy, Bradley. Thank you so much. I wish Chanel made an Antaeus EDP. I love Antaeus, but they tamed the beast so much. Yeah, I'm 21, so I don't remember the 80s version, but tried a 2008 formulation version 2022, and it's night and day. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, reformulations are going to happen. That's why I think I try to focus on finding brands that you're not going to have to go find a reformulation of. There's plenty of amazing brands out there, like a lot of classic style fragrances. Like, let's even just say Drakkar Noir has probably been reformulated. And, over the years, IFRA is going to be taking, set forth new regulations of things you can and can't use in fragrances. So they have to reformulate it. I mean, Amouage, not Amouage, I'm sorry, but even xerjoff Alexandria 2 has been reformulated. I mean, there's a lot of reformulations that happen. But what's great about niche fragrances is that they're able to really kind of do a lot of interesting things. They're allowed to show a lot more creativity. And same with niche brands. They can bring back the classics and, put on it. Now, a lot of your designer fragrances aren't going to ever go back in that direction. I mean, they might. But like everything from what's happening now is it's all designer fragrances are really just sticking to a competition against each other. Like if you notice, a lot of fragrances are coming out, they all kind of battle with each other in the designer realm. With niche and indie brands, you're getting a lot more creativity, and they can do a lot more playful and innovative stuff. As for modern perfumery, that's really just what designers are sticking to, just modern. Try to make it sweet. Try to make it, you know, as mass appealing as possible. But anyways, enough of me ranting on. I blind bought a full-size Sheeperd de Siam. Yes, it's so good. That is an oak moss banger. Banger. So much so that they used to send samples of oak moss, original oak moss, with your bottle. Yes. All right. So Ricky and Luke, I think you mean Castoreum, Ricky. Regardless, Castoreum, Civet. You know, I mean, musks these days is not. I just all right. Malad Sky. Hi, just revisit classics like Xeno. Great one. Polo Green and comparing them to modern masculine frags, which are mostly sweet vanilla stuff. See a decline scent-wise and in performance as well. So that's the thing. I was talking to, so every Wednesday I do a live on Instagram with my buddy Joseph, who is a self-taught perfumer, and he's also been done some courses with it as well. And we were talking about this, like, what does a dated fragrance mean? Is it dated, or is it just classic and timeless? And I'm going to go with more classic and timeless. I don't think, fragrances necessarily are dated the way that, we're raised. And this is, the time period that we grow up in, a lot of, and even how how department stores sell fragrances now. You walk into a department store, they're going to try and sell you what's hot, what's new, what's hot, what's new. Even like I was saying at my Dillard's, Boucheron, Pour Homme is behind the counter. There is no tester out, which is, a classic style fougere. It's herbal, it's spicy, it's musky, it's, a classic style fragrance. But you have to ask to try that fragrance. They want to sell you on what's new. They want to sell you on your eau de parfums, your aqua de joes, profundos, perfumos, elixirs. They want to sell you on everything that's the new wave, like what's happening now. But and a lot of young people are missing the opportunity to see what fragrances, the original type of fragrances were, because what we're experiencing now is a new wave. This is modern perfumery. This is using tons of synthetics and tons of captivating aromas and molecules to try to reel people in. It's all a marketing ploy. As for what classic perfumery really is all about, is art. It's about being creative. It's about telling stories and telling history and speaking of, an artist telling you how they're feeling. It's based on emotions. It's based on stories. And ad campaigns, with designers, they're all just trying to sell you shit. I mean, straight up, they're just trying to sell you sex. They're like, oh, this will get you laid. Oh, it won't. And if it does, then you need to reevaluate who you're, what you're trying to do with your life. Have I tried Pour Monsieur from Chanel? I have. I don't own it anymore. That is definitely an old school frag. Vask Tech. Yep, have smelled it. It's a 1955 fragrance. I just pressed enter too early. LOL. Why did YSL make a fragrance that literally looks like it says Y Live? Because it is. It's Y Live. It's great. But it is. It's, we're all getting away from, there's great fragrances. Like I just said, all right, brand new fragrance house. Milano Fragranza came 2020, maybe 2019. I think it's 2020. But Milano Fragranza. This is a classic style barbershop fragrance, but with a nice modern twist. Amaretto, a little booziness in it. And, it kind of brings back and allows, this generation to try what the classics were like, but how they could just tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit. There's oh, like live like an existential crisis. Yeah. There's a lot of brands out there that you can get like classic style fragrances, but you're not going to see, like Tom Ford, Beau de Jour. That's definitely, more of like him. Yeah, I think Tom Ford is one of the brands that kind of still does some classics. Well, not really. Beau de Jour is probably their most recent. But yeah, and you know, and also I have if there somebody's asking, Malad is asking Prodalome Intense why they discontinued it. I have no idea. Honestly, it probably has a lot to do with more people buying it from than buying it in person or from retailers. The big issue with discounters, I use discounters, I'll never stop. But you know, a lot of fragrances get discontinued because they're not selling in the actual market. They're selling more on the gray market, which, you know, those brands do not get to see the sales from the gray market. It's all based around retail sales. And if it's not there, they discontinue it. So it's probably that. That probably means if you're seeing it pop up at discounters, it probably means that, you know, there's certain brands, certain companies, and the reason they're getting sent to the gray market is they're not selling that great. So that's it. Sucks, but it is. Luke, thank you. Good man, Luke. Super chat is on, guys. Oh, let's see here. Hi, how are you? I've tried many ATH this week, and I feel that I get nose blind to it. I ask people around me if they can smell me, but they can't. Any tips? Also, I got Anubis. I just got Anubis. Is it good? I love Anubis. I think Anubis is great. It's one that I wish that he would do again because it's special. He made it for his brother, but unfortunately, people weren't buying it, so he discontinued it. Luke, you're good, man. Don't worry. No worries. I appreciate the £1. I think that's $2. Thank you. Any ATHs, you get nose blind to it. Well, I mean, nose blind is a common thing. Don't think that if you do go nose blind to fragrances, because it's not. I know we constantly want to smell the fragrance because that's the whole purpose of the fragrance. So many of us think, you know, you're gonna get used to smells. All right, you're gonna get used to your own smell. It's just your body's natural way of, you know, if you get stuck on one smell, then you're not everything else going around you. So it's your body's natural, you know, mechanism to be able to like understand your surroundings. So, but as for if they can't smell you, man, I don't know. Which fragrances did you get? Let me know. Good old days when there was no niche or designer. Amen to that. Amen to that. Honestly, you know, it's kind of interesting to see the trend, like how fragrance houses and fashion houses have really changed over the years. Especially, you know, a lot of perfumers started out in the fashion world, you know, and then became perfumers. So I definitely have to make a trip to the Middle East, buy a lot of stuff and mail it back home. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to be Julio, I'm sorry. I'm going to be diving a little bit further into Milano Fragranzi as well. Diurno. It's fantastic. Oh, no, no worries, man. Luke, thank you so much, man. Every little bit helps. The lack of smell is a sign of COVID. Well, don't go saying he's got COVID. But yes, I will say I got COVID literally a year ago, and I lost my sense of smell and taste, and it was terrible. It was terrible. I was really nervous because I hadn't even started my channel yet. But I was really nervous that I was going to lose my sense of smell. I was like, if I can't smell ever again, this is going to suck. Like my life, I'd rather lose my sense of taste, but you can't lose one without the other. So sometimes if my dad pisses me off, I just spray about 12 sprays of Kuros and he will just head out because he can't handle it. Yeah. I can't spray certain fragrances around my dad. He's got really bad asthma. So like Monte Cristo from Mask Milano is one. For some reason that sets him off. Let's see. I tried the Discovery box, mostly Homme, both hazes, Luna, Oxytoxin. blood orange, ozone, neon. I put on 4 sprays each, oxytocin. If you're using the 10 ml atomizers, double that up. I will say that. Usually those little smaller atomizers, those kind of atomizers, I would probably do a double spray. So to count as one. Yes, I got a bug. Sorry, I got a bug walking around on my screen here. I get good projection out of Homme and good longevity. It's probably the least longest, about 8 hours, between 6 and 8 hours. I'll say that. But I really enjoy that fragrance. Luna, I get really good performance out. Both hazes, both give me really good performance. Blood orange sits closer. Ozone, I get good performance within the first hour. Same with neon, but they do last forever on my skin. Only ATH I had issues with was a new version of Patchouli Noir. Sally smells like kind of like lemon pledge on me. Yeah. I've had quite a few people say that they get kind of a citronella vibe from it. I do not. I do not. And I think it's also how your skin is going to react to things. Again, super chat. Cheers, man. You think a bottle from Raja Dove is worth it? What's your favorite? Give me 1 second. I'm going to answer that. But yes, Patchouli Noir, but Patchouli Noir still. All right, since we had the super chat, I'm going to throw this back up here. Do you think a bottle from Raja Dove is worth it? What's your favorite? Okay, so Raja is a house that I am going to be diving deeper into 2022. I do own quite a few Rajas now. In my opinion, Raja fragrances are meant for people who do make really good money. I can drop this now. Raja fragrances, I do believe, are worth it when if you fit in a certain price, like in a certain yearly net worth price or like bracket. Because if you find them at discounters, I think they're 100% worth it. If you don't make a whole lot of money every year, or if you're $100,000 or less a year, then I would definitely say go discounters. If you're making like 100 plus a year, then yeah, Raja's. I mean, you're just making, that could definitely be your signature scent, because me spending $100 on a fragrance is, you spending $400 on a fragrance because you make more money than I do, and is like me spending $100 on a fragrance. That makes any sense. But I do think he makes extremely high quality fragrances. The presentation is really good. I don't recommend doing the parfum colognes because you're paying about $300 for basically what I get is an eau de cologne concentration. I say go with the parfum. Spend the extra money. Even though it's a 50 ml, you're not going to be spraying as much juice, and you'll get the performance that you're looking for. And they are a lot richer. They're more refined. They smell better, in my opinion. They're not as fresh and bright, but they're more sexy. Honestly, they're just a little bit, they just have more layers to them. They're a little bit more dense. They just smell luxurious. So and to each their own. Raja fragrances, if you fit in, middle class, hell no. Rajas are not for you. They're not. I mean, they're luxury fragrances, just like Fragrance Du Bois is for, people who make a buttload of money. I mean, just, to be honest with you. But, if you have the money to put into it, I think it's one of those Raja fragrances, Fragrance Du Bois, unique luxury. Luxury fragrances are something you get yourself, on a special occasion. Like if it's your birthday, yeah, it's totally worth spending it, in my opinion. If it's Christmas, yeah, get it for yourself. It's good to treat yourself every now and then. Don't think that buying 10 cheapies is going to, be like buying, a Raja fragrance. A Raja fragrance will definitely make you feel good inside. Every time you spray it on, you're going to feel confident because you achieved something. You treated yourself to something really nice. So, cologne guy, when you know someone that hates a certain fragrance starts annoying you. Yeah. I can still smell Homme now from this morning. He says it has max imprinting values, but I don't understand it. I get a raspberry note in it. Which version of Haze should I get? I like Haze Blue. I think it's the one with the blue label. That's my favorite. But I mean, they both have the same note breakdowns. Just one's, I believe, and just one's a little bit more intense than the other. And I think the blue is sense. And that's the reason I like it. Blake, I hope that answers your question on Raja. Again, if I would say the money, like all of my pour hommes that I've bought, which I think I have 6 now, I've all got at discounters, and I've got them for either 300 or less. And that is 100% worth it, better, in my opinion, than getting the parfum colognes, which are still great fragrances. They just, a lot of people have, issues with performance. Rich boys only. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's expensive. ATH imprinting means it will rub off on other people if you touch. Yep. So, yes. So going back to Evan, yeah, what Boogie Daddy said is imprinting means it'll rub off on other people and also helps with the performance, like Fragrance Du Bois. Okay. While Homme has one of the worst performances on my skin, I would honestly say it instantly was a skin scent on me. Seriously, I can see that. Again, everybody's got different skin types, and fragrances work different on everybody. And in fact, if you think about it this way, the fragrance goes into this bottle, the same time, smelling the same every single time. You're the canvas and you create the art. You actually create what this fragrance is going to smell like, because it's going to smell different on every single person. Now, it might, not saying that every single time, but most of the times, everybody's skin chemistry reacts to things differently. Like patchoulis really stick out on my skin. You are absolutely right about Raja currently. I think it's not worth it for me to spend that much money on fragrance. It's not. So many people out there are like, if I talk about Raja fragrances, I'm not sitting here buy a Raja fragrance. I'll never tell you what to buy and what not to buy. I'll definitely make suggestions and help inspire you. But no, if you can't afford a Raja fragrance, don't get it. Don't feel like bend over backwards. They are really good. But again, it doesn't mean you're poor. It just means you don't make, you're not, I mean, just straight up, I'm not rich. Like, I'm not going to be buying, that's why I'm doing, one fragrance every single, one niche fragrance every single month. So, if I fragrances in a year, that's me setting a budget and sticking to that budget, because I want to be able to treat myself and I want to be able to have nice things, but it doesn't mean that I have to always have nice things. That's why, getting into these Middle Eastern fragrances, it's a good way to kind of have that balance. Like, you can find quality at a really cheap price, and you're definitely going to hopefully find quality if you're spending $1,000 on a fragrance. But those fragrances at this tier are meant for people that fall into that tax bracket. Honestly, best way to look at it. It's like, if you're at this tax bracket, these are more the fragrances for that you need to be getting. Don't feel like you gotta be like live the lifestyles of the rich and famous, because there are plenty of great indie and niche brands out there that are affordable and are getting, they're going to hit those ticks. They're not going to smell as of quality as like, your really, really high end fragrances, but I don't think you'll notice. Like, I don't think it'll care, or a lot of people would care. ATH Luna is a beautiful light fragrance. It doesn't have that good sillage or performance, but it's nice for the first hour. That has the absolute worst performance. Oh, wow. I get Luna. I get good. I don't know, honestly, if I get like stellar performance out of Daddy. I get good performance, but not like stellar. The money because of Raj. I need to earn more. No, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to earn more. But look, this is what we need to do, guys, is we need to band together, and I'm going to keep you guys in the know in 2022. Like, I will literally hop on a live and be like, look, this, if you're looking for a Raja fragrance, we're on this live. I'm here to tell you it is $265 at Max Aroma right now, because I want you guys to be able to experience a lot of these nicer fragrances. And yeah, $265 still sounds like a lot for a Raja, but that's $220 off. Any way that I can help you guys, we're going to be a lot more interactive in 2022. Most definitely. Yeah, of course. So every Saturday, and like I said, until I get a new, and I can figure out what's going on with my phone, tomorrow we're going to do another live. because my phone crapped out and I can't upload content. I mean, it's freaking annoying. Ever since I did my new update, it's fizzled out. So anyway, so I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow. We're going to do a lot more lives throughout 2022. I really think that this is a lot more fun than just always in putting together episodes for you guys. I think I like the interaction more. But yeah, of course, we would definitely do live Q&As. Luke Weeks, people hated it too. I kind of found like chemical nail polish on me. Absolutely. The whole school and two. Which fragrance have you sampled any Ensart? I have not. I have not. Forbidden is gorgeous. Used to work at Superdrug, a cosmetics and fragrance shop in the UK owned by, and nobody liked it. Well, I mean, there's a lot of fragrances out there that people aren't gonna like. Okay, let's see here. I feel like a king when I wear MFK decants. It's probably, yeah, pretty much. Have you tried La? I have not by Rosasi. La Ucorum by Rosasi apparently smells like Tuscan leather at about half the price. Nope, but I'll put that on my list. They also have one that's a tobacco fragrance that's supposed to be kind of like tobacco vanille. Luke Weeks or a leather. Okay. It is a great way to hang out with you guys. I love the live streams. Cool. Yeah, live streams are fun. We definitely will be doing more of them. I would love to see. Make sure you're hitting the damn like button. Hit that like button, guys. Helps the algorithm. Helps us be able to get more people on live streams. We need to grow this family tree. 22 is going to be a freaking awesome year. Anyways, we got more comments. Sorry, guys. Is it a great way to hang? All right. There is a guy in Dubai that claims he can copy any fragrance you bring him. That has me thinking. Sniffs. Yes. I've got a guy in Atlanta who says he can do the same thing. So, but Middle Eastern fragrances, I know I'll be, picking, because I'm blind buying them all. I'm going to be going off of y'all's suggestions and what you guys are really interested in hearing more about, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's not all about, I just put together the content, but you guys are really the inspiration behind all my content. I don't ever want to fall into doing what everybody else is doing. And if you all ever catch me doing that, give me a swift kick in the ass. Unicorn fragrance will not be coming out until it is done and proper. We did an Instagram live, not last week, but the week before, right before Christmas, actually. And he is just perfecting it. So hopefully it'll be coming out in 2022. So weekend, I don't exactly know. I know Terence Hughes he's got, well, I'll show you. Hang on. I guess I can show you guys this now. So this is coming out 2022. I'm sorry, 2/22/2022. So this is coming out February 22nd. This is Raw Cherry. And I've had this now. I've been sitting on this for quite a while. I'm really, if y'all like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry or cherry, almond, creamy, really well put together, like some vanilla fragrances, Raw Cherry is going to be your cup of tea. And this will be coming out on February 22nd. And then he's got his, he also has his vampire release. We'll be doing a live together talking about coming out on Valentine's Day. If you had to rank, let's see here. 1 second, let me get there. Let's bring a small decant. Or Clive Christian #1. Man, Clive Christian #1 is actually really freaking good. Clive Christian, man, that's another fragrance house. I'm like, man, their fragrances are stupid expensive. I just got YSL Kaftan. Have not tried that. If you had to rank Zaharoff fragrances, how would your list pan out? Okay. I would do signature pour homme, then I would do rosé, then I would do tobacco, then I would do noir, and then I'd do royal. That's leaving the Z creators off. So my number one is signature pour homme. I love that fragrance. No one reg or imperial, or if you like amaretto liqueur, haha. Let's see here. Did you sample the vampire release? If so, how would you describe it? Nope, not yet. I have not gotten it yet. He is making a fragrance that is inspired by vampires. He is a big vampire buff. I would love to, you guys, if you don't, like I said, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I did a live with Aaron just a couple weeks ago. And he talks all about his vampire fragrance and a lot of stuff that's happening coming up in 2022. So I have tried the new Legend that's come out in September. In fact, I have two 10 ml decants of it. And then I also have, which is the finished product, and it's fucking fire. Excuse my French. Royal X does sound enticing. I don't know about his freshie. I'm not a huge freshie guy. I don't know. I mean, freshies are good. Don't get me wrong. I do have a place in my heart for freshies. But what is let's see. What is the best Tom Ford private blend fragrance in your opinion? I have Fabulous and Tobacco Vanille. Got the bottle of Fabulous for free from a friend. Golly. I don't know, man. Tobacco Vanille is my favorite. That's my number one fragrance of all time. So, but let's see. Tobacco Vanille. I love Tobacco Oud, which is discontinued. Plum Japonais, discontinued. The best one released recently would be a Bean Fume, which is definitely good, but it's kind of getting back to what Tom Ford used to be. It was the censored version that he wanted a bottle of, swear word on it, LO, so he gave it to me for free. I heard I've seen pictures of the censored bottle from I'm gonna say it, fucking Fabulous. I don't have a censored bottle, but I've never seen one in person. Somebody told me that they were fakes, but I could be completely wrong on that. But I love effing Fabulous. I think that's a great fragrance. Vanilla Fatale is really good too. Yep, that is a really good one. That is one that I don't have because I like the Tobacco Vanille better. But what else do I have? I mean, Oud Wood's great. I'm on a hunt for Purple Patchouli, which honestly, that's the very first Tom Ford private blend ever created. If I could find one at a decent price, but you can only find like decanters of them, and they are like $11, $12, $1,500. It's 100 for go and get it now. Let's see. But yes, let's see. What is answer that? Royal X. Royal X does sound quite intriguing. We'll see. I know that that they have had that out for a little while. I mean, been working on that for a little while, should I say? My2Scents. Do you want to trade with either Leighton Cologne or Sully for some ATH? Well, I would love to. I have all three of those, but hit me up via email. You can find it in on my channel, and let's talk. I would love to. I'm all about trading every now and then. So yeah, hit me up, email me. Oh, but yes, let's see. How long have we been on here? For quite some time. An hour and 30 minutes. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Anything else you'd like to know about? Cool. Awesome, Evan. I do. Oh, man, I got some certs that are actually coming. Hugo Boss Dark Blue. That is definitely, that's been discontinued for some time now. It does pop up though at disc or at rack stores. Oh yeah, yeah. Do I wonder. I have a bottle of dark blue, but it might not be on my shelf. So I have a lot of my discontinued fragrances. I keep in boxes that are in a other room, and I keep them in basically in their original boxes, and I keep them in boxes, like in big boxes, big not even boxes, but like Tupperware tubs, and I don't really ever take them out. I get discontinued from 2003, apparently. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been discontinued for a while, but it is popping up at rack stores. Yeah. I didn't know Argos. All these years, I didn't know Argos sells frags. Yeah. Okay, so please rank the freshies and oud from Aaron. I will do that in an episode. I'm about to do a winter episode that is just Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances, and then I will do a freshies episode afterwards. Already in the works. As soon as I get a new phone. Super chat is on, guys. If you want to get a help out the channel whatsoever, it is greatly appreciated, but don't feel like you have to. I love mahogany and fragrances. P.S. to Luke. Can I buy it from Amazon without even trying? I want to try the Hugo Man Extreme. Wonder if it will give me the OG smell. I remember the new version. So it's so true. I was just talking about the original Hugo Boss because my buddy Eric, that was his signature scent, and I wore it. I wore it for 1 year, and then I moved on to something else. I moved on to Dolce. No, I went from Dolce and Gabbana Pour Homme to Hugo Boss, and then I moved on to I think Givenchy Pour Homme. Until Vanilla Fatale and found that they were the cheapest. So let's see here: Musk Ravageur or Enigma. Uh, Man, it's tough. I would go Musk Ravageur. I love Musk Ravageur, and I love Enigma too. But I would go if you go with Enigma or Creation E, go with the Pour Homme. Save your money and get the 50 ml of the Pour Homme versus getting the Parfum Cologne. Now, the Enigma Parfum Cologne, I do get the best performance out of the entire Parfum Cologne line, but the Pour Homme is just more rich. It's more refined. It's deeper. It's got a lot more going on, and I get better longevity out of the Pour Homme line. If I was going to get a Raja, I would get just like I have. All of my Rajas are 50 ml. The Pour Hommes. I don't accept Danger. I do have the Parfum Cologne of that. Decent longevity out of that, which is fine. You know, to me, I don't really give a shit about performance as long as it smells really good. But yeah, I got all Pour Hommes because I get better longevity. It's just a better scent profile, in my opinion, and you get a lot more characteristic with the fragrance. But yeah, Musk Ravageur. I mean, I freaking love Musk Ravageur, and I've owned that longer than my decant of Enigma because I don't own Enigmas at the moment. Have you tried Jean Paul Gaultier on board? If so, how is it? On board, I don't think I have tried on board. I've tried a lot of Jean Paul Gaultiers, but I've not. That's the one that's comes in like the clear Lamol bottle, like the clear blue bottle. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I tried an original late 80s version of Chanel No. 5. My mom kept it in her jewelry drawer. Forgot about it. This is the EDP, which was launched in the late 80s. It was the old formula with Civet. My mom actually has my grandmother's Chanel No. 5 from the 60s. It does not smell that great. But yes, Argos is high street catalog order store here. Oh, Argos. Is it? I thought you were talking about the actual. How is Burlington 1819? Have not tried it, but it does. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but that is one that I'm looking at for 2022. That one, Sweetie Aoud, and also I think Oceania. Rouge Smoking is a fantastic cherry fragrance. I'm going to tell you what, if you do like that, I would definitely check out Raw Cherry from Terence Hughes that's coming out next month. That's the old parfum version. I bet that smells really strong. Yes, it is extremely strong, but is not. It's lost its top notes, have soured, and is not that great. And it's actually not an atomized bottle. It is a like a dabber bottle or whatever. It's definitely old. Man, Germs, thank you so much. Then it's gonna be a fun new year. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see a lot more. We're gonna be lives randomly. Let me know if you guys would rather me do these like, scheduled out, like Mr. Smelly, or just do them randomly. I kind of like the whole random, just chilled, laid back. I'm gonna save a lot of the because we're gonna have a lot of special guests. ATH coming up from now. I've got Emily from Shelter and Perfume. I'm going to be getting on Michael from For the Scent of It, hopefully. We're also getting Darren from Darren Allen Perfumes, if he's still on here. He hasn't agreed to it yet, but he's totally going to do it. And then, of course, we're going to bring Michael from I Smell back on here soon. We're going to have a lot of fragrance reviewers. Dave Callie and I are going to be doing a lot together from Callie's Groom Room. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing shorts, but like scent of the day shorts, sort of. Yeah, I don't know yet. I think shorts are kind of, I don't know. Let me guys feel about shorts. If you're seeing this in the future, let me know. I don't mind doing more shorts, but I kind of did them for a while, and I just felt like the interaction was terrible. I was getting more thumbs down and dislikes than I was anything else. It was kind of just hurting the channel's algorithm a little bit. Let's see here. Sweet Oud smells like buttered berry croissants. Freaking right, doggy. Didn't even know that. There's Parfums de Marley fragrance as exclusive to Harrods. Yes, I do know. Holtain. It's an olive green bottle. Yes, and I hear that it smells a lot like. Wait for it. Oud for Greatness. Yep. I don't think I'm going to be diving too much. If I find that at discounters, then yes, I will definitely pick it up. But I'm not paying a ridiculous amount just to get it from Harrods. You can recommend. Can you recommend a really good all-year fragrance? Designer or niche, Carlos? And I'm gonna have to go with Luke also. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. That's a fantastic one. Happy New Year, Tony. And I also think Beau de Jour is also a fantastic all year round fragrance. 100%. On average, Joe, here he is with the super chat, $4.99. Happy New Year's to you, Joe. Guys, y'all need to go check out on Average Joe's fragrance channel. He's an awesome reviewer. Designer, all year round fragrance. Do you have a price bracket, Carlos? Just to help me make sure. And it's okay, Tony. I'm used to being called Brain. Usually when I get birthday cakes, it says happy birthday, Brain, because apparently you don't have to have a brain to be a cake decorator. And if you're a cake decorator and you're watching this, I do apologize. I don't mean that, but people screw up my freaking name all the time. I got a credit card that one time they screwed up and it said Brain Lindsay. I was like, freaking A. 150 doll hairs. Man, I'd go $100. And if I were you, how old are you, Carlos? Let me also know, if you don't mind me asking. Let's see here. Niche, ADC, Odyssey, ATH Odyssey, 35 right now. I have Beau de Jour 2, and it smells incredible. Agree with Brian. Yes. Beau de Jour is frickin'. Beau de Jour would be a great one. So would Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. I think those are both equally great. Carlos, you're 44. Platinum Egoiste from Chanel. I think that is a fantastic signature. Something that you can wear all year round. It is CEO worthy. It'll definitely get the job done. And out of every kind of classic, take on because I think 1993 is when Platinum Egoist came out. It doesn't smell dated, in my opinion. And if it's been reformulated, you can't tell. It smells just the same. And it's fantastic. And you can get 100 ml for $100. Look at Tony with the super chat. LFG. Okay, look, man. I don't know. What does LFG stand for? Looking effing. I'm going to say it's looking effing good. Yeah, that's right. I am looking fucking good. All right. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, that probably means something completely different. Let's see. Blue de Chanel. That's a good one. EDT. Yeah. Let's see here. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male. Good. Good. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Well, $250. Oud Wood. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Oud Wood is a fantastic one. Or go Versace Oud Noir. That is also a great one. It really is going to give you a lot of the same vibes, or I'll give you even better. I'll give you a niche one, and we're not going to be able to say it, but this is Blackwood by Aroma. This is a fresh, woody oud fragrance, nice and spicy. This would also be a fantastic signature scent. It's nice and dreamy, really good fragrance. I really like the nice sweetness to it. The oud is in no way, shape, or form animalic or funky. It's just an all-around great oud fragrance. Oh God, man, I'm gonna have to make that my scent of the day one of these days this coming week. Versace Oud I think Versace Oud Noir is a fantastic fragrance. And it's something I haven't worn in a while. Next week, I'm doing all cheap fragrances I'm going to be wearing. So, yes. What up, Michael from I Smell? Michael, you want to come on, dude? You feeling froggy? Here, I'm going to go ahead. We'll see. We'll see if we can get Michael on here. Screw it. I got nothing left to do today because my phone crapped out. So spending my afternoon with you guys sounds way better. Michael, if you want to come on, come on. I'm driving, bro. Screw it. Screw it. Get in a car wreck. I'm just kidding. If anybody wants to hop on, wants to say hi, Tony, come on, brother. All right. Tom Ford Oud Mineral niche version. Go for Whispered Mist by Imaginary Authors. That is actually Imaginary Authors is another fragrance house. I've had I've done the entire discovery set. I don't have any of it anymore. And I liked all their fragrances. I was just at a point in my life where I didn't have the fundage for it. And I keep forgetting about them. I keep seeing them pop up. Best niche aquatic fragrance with a twist, Falling into Seas by Imaginary Authors. That's a great one. Yeah. I mean, there's so many great choices out there for signature scents, for just interesting and unique fragrances. Like a lot of people, maybe you like incensey, woody, kind of smoky fragrances. And fresh and aquatic. That's crazy. This is a little bit. So this is oh God, it's so bad in here. All right, there we go. Gallivant Naples, brand new 2021 release. Nobody's talked about it. I don't know if I've seen a single episode on this. This is a great one. $95 for a 30 ml. Very high quality niche fragrance. All right. Size matters. Size does not matter. If you have a collection, if you are a collector, don't feel like you have to get into the 100 mLs and 75 and the big, big bad boys unless you're decanting them out. You'll never go through all that fragrance. And if anything, you're the fragrance. That fragrance wants to be worn. 30 ml, this fantastic new one. This has got some cool aquatic characteristics, a little bit of like aromatics, but it's really more based on like incense and woods. But it's fresh. This one will be a great signature scent. All right, let's see here. Yes, Michael, I'll give you 10 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. I'm almost halfway down. October, I have about 20 fragrances still picking. Memoirs of a Trespasser. That is a great vanilla fragrance. What do you think will come out of Tom Ford in 2022 for the signature collection? Well, fun fact, I've got some inside people, but they're talking about tobacco oud going to the signature line, which if it does, I'm excited about that. Because if you have not got a Costa Azur on the signature line, I mean, I have the private blend, and the signature, actually, I get better performance out of. So if you care about the performance and the price, then I'd go just try to get the signature, Casa Azura on the signature. As for Tom 2, if Tobacco Oud comes out on the signature line, I'm all about it. I think the Umbrella, I think that was a great release. I like to see them do kind of bring back some of the old ones, like do like Amber Absolute, do Patchouli Absolute, bring them back out on the signature line. That'd be freaking awesome. Tobacco Oud. Sorry, you cut out a bit there for me. Tobacco Vanille. I love Tobacco Oud, but you can still get Tobacco Vanille. And again, like I said, Tobacco Oud is coming out. I'm sorry. Tobacco Oud is coming out on the signature line. So they're saying. Don't hold me to that. I got an underground connection that says that plan is Tobacco Oud coming out on the signature blends or signature line. Yeah, signature blends. So that's kind of crazy. But there's a lot of great things that are going to be happening in 2022. I think with a lot of brands. I don't know too much about what's going to be happening in the designer realm, but I know that there's a lot of stuff that will be happening in the niche and indie realm. Any other questions? Thank goodness I was about to lose my mind if they put TV in the signature line just after I paid for a bottle of the private. Yeah, no, they're not doing that. Have you tried any kerosene frags? There's like Broken Theories and Fields of Rubus give me a similar vibe to Memoirs of a Trespasser. I mean, I guess I can ask you guys a question. What do you feel like? I hear that said a lot, like this fragrance reminds me of this and this fragrance reminds me of that. Do you feel like, I feel like there's so many fragrances out there that all share similarities, because if you think about it, a lot of the same ingredients are being used in the same fragrance. Do you feel like a lot of brands are trying to copy each other, or it's just built that way and it just so happens to come out smelling like something else? What do you guys think? Ganymede is freaking awesome. Ganymede is a great fragrance. So yes, Marc-Antoine Berrios. I have tried Ganymede. Fantastic fragrance. Freaking fantastic. I will show you something though. Ganymede is like just a beautifully put together, slightly like citrusy, spicy, woody. This one right here, Bois Imperial by Quentin Biche, who is also the perfumer of Ganymede. This has a lot of the same characteristics and similarities to Ganymede, especially in the dry down. Once you get into the heart and the dry down, the opening is different, but this is $75 for 100 ml compared to what you're going to be paying for Ganymede is the better fragrance. But if you're looking for something, a little bit more affordable, then, Bois Imperial Essential Parfums. Sorry, I'll put that up there again. That is Essential Parfums. Bois Imperial. God, my camera sucks. Let's see here. Have you tried Tom Ford Noir Extreme? I do. The Colfie note is awesome. Definitely get some pistachio and saffron. But I've had farts that have smelled in the air longer. Oh God! you know what? Can I put that up there? I'm gonna. This is hilarious. Have you tried Tom Ford Noir Extreme? I love the coffee note, which gives it the uniqueness. But I've had farts that have smelled in the air longer than it lasts on my skin. Yes, yes. The performance might is not stellar. You know, we were talking about this a lot. Anyways, I'll get into that in a second. No, I think a lot of it's coincidental. Of course, you'll have those other trend happening, but a lot of it just happens due to notes being so common or popular. Exactly. You're going to see a lot coming from. There's a couple things that I'm going to kind of stray away from in my reviews. Really talking about the hours that something lasts on my skin. I'll let you know if it has decent, good, bad, decent, good, or really good, like beast mode longevity. But again, me telling you how long it lasts on my skin doesn't really matter. You got to sample it, you got to try it for yourself because it's going to change. And also, what a fragrance reminds me of, because there's a lot of fragrances that I have that share a similar note, but it doesn't mean that it's the other fragrance. And you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Like, I feel like a lot of the times we're like, well, this reminds me of Code Absolute with Generation 22 from Stefan Humbert Lucas mixed with, I'm just really looking at the fragrance and the back wall. And, people are just like, these different similarities. Well, that's just how fragrances are. I mean, there's only so many notes that, make up a fragrance, a certain style of fragrance that work really well together. And, people use them just in different ways. And sometimes you'll get, the incense in this, I guess you could say in Mandala, kind of reminds you of the incense in Jubilation 25, but two completely different fragrances. Anyways, let's see here. There are sending through ways of range from when they Krill Fragrances London have an alternative tobacco vanilla called Legacy. 50 pounds, smells so close, but it's quite willy. Yeah, there's a lot of people who try to do tobacco vanilla. If you guys want a really good, and which is not a clone of tobacco vanilla, and I don't say that it's exactly like tobacco vanilla because I don't think that's the direction we're going, but it's got a lot of same feels, is Tobacco Pod from For the Scent of It. $60 for a 30 ml. Fantastic tobacco vanilla, spicy tobacco fragrance. Mercedes-Benz Select Night, aka Noir Extreme. I have written a review about a fragrance on Superdrug's website about Tom Ford cologne and used that same phrase, and funny enough, they blocked my review. LOL. That sucks. Like every time pineapple shows up, everybody screams like Ventus clone. Yep. And you know what? A fragrance that I'm excited to get in 2022 just came out from Xarmony is called Flora, and it's a pineapple jasmine fragrance. I cannot wait to see people start posting up about that. I guarantee you they're gonna be like, it smells like a Ventus because it has pineapple in it. It's crazy. Have you tried Issey Miyake Noir Ombre? I have not. That is one that I will definitely have to pick up as soon as I see it come available again. I wish I had jumped on the bandwagon. I did send, I signed up for the email from when it came on fragrancebuy.ca, and literally I was at work. I got the email, didn't notice it, and by the time I got off work to buy it, it was already sold out. It's pronounced. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm also still trying to figure out the difference between inspiration and duplication. Duplication is basically where, well, I mean, both can be similar, but inspired by, if anything, if you want to think about it this way, almost every fragrance has been inspired by some other fragrance. Just like every cocktail created by a professional bartender or mixologist has been inspired by an original fragrance that was created when cocktails first started. So every single fragrance, in my opinion, is inspired by an original fragrance. Like a fougere, there was only one fougere at one point, and everything else kind of just stemmed off that. So now a duplicate is them literally trying to, like, Club de Nuit Intense Man, straight up, that's a duplicate. Like they're, you know, Aventus. Same with Milestone. That is straight up a duplicate. They're trying to 100% replicate that fragrance. So, and inspired by, you know, inspired can be like Dua, you know, I inspired by also like can just be an inspiration, like it can smell similar, but they add, I know Sammy Andrus, he does a lot of like more inspired by, even though he's, you know, taking a certain DNA, what he's doing is adding a few different X's and Y's and notes in it to make it more of his take on that fragrance. So it's more inspired by. I have yet to try any Izzy frags. Izzy Miyake is one of my favorite fragrance brands, designer fragrance. Probably is one, if not like in my top three designer houses. Because the one thing Izzy Miyake you never hear when people review Izzy Miyake fragrances is that this smells like something else. Izzy Miyake does a really good job of creating very unique fragrances. Even though they might not be the best fragrances, they're still unique. Let's see. Hopefully I get it tomorrow unless you. Um, yeah, I'm having a lot of bad postal delays coming from the UK and also here in the States, man. I don't know what's going on with the post office. Yeah, you know, that's the worst thing about department stores and buying fragrances is they're gonna push what's brand new. Like, you know, I went in there for the launch into my local Dillard's for the launch of the new Ralph's Club, and they were pushing that on me so hard. Like my friend who works for YSL, and I think it's what is it, Lancome or whatever brand she works for. She was pressing on me to do a review and buy that fragrance. I was like, I don't like it. I'll do a review, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm probably, you know, I can't honestly say that it's my cup of tea. Now I'm not gonna bash it, but you know, but I still haven't picked it up. You know, I think the new polo green eau de parfum cologne intense, whatever it's called. I don't think that's a great release, and I don't think Ralph's Club is either. I hate being, let's see, but I don't know if Michael's actually going to get on here, but if he is, I will definitely stick around for a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, so let's see here. We had a shipment of Le Mans. All right. Do we have any more questions, guys? Anything you'd like to know more about? Maybe about the channel? Anything you'd like to see happen with the channel? If you have comments, I appreciate all the super chats today. It's been awesome. And again, if you are now joining or if you are, oh, all right. So Michael's going to hop on. Screw it. I'll go ahead and copy this and send this link down here. There you go, Michael. Hop on. Have you guys been enjoying Mr. Smelly's lives? Been getting on those? Those are fun. How long ago did you realize that you wanted to take fragrances on as 15, 20 years ago? A long time ago? Oh, Tony said he'll hop on. Sweet. Let's get some people on here. I'll throw up an invite for you too, Tony. Do, 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 do. Control B. Man, I will tell you this, guys. Dan Naughton is a very smart man. There's big things going to be happening in YouTube. There's big things going to be happening on YouTube in 2022, coming into 2023, and a lot of it will have to be is going to be going live. Lives are going to be a big thing. All right, let's see here. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and throw Michael on here. Oh, look at that!
Can you see me?
I can see you. I don't necessarily want to see you.
Oh man, come on now.
Good. You're too good looking, man. Sexiest
I know.
reviewer. Some bullshit.
Yeah, I am. So let me know if it's easier for me to do this on landscape to hold it. Is that okay, or does it matter?
Well, you just in your car?
Yeah, I'm in my car. I just got done picking up a fragrance from Offer Up.
Hey, I'm gonna add. Hang on, I'm adding one more on here. What up, Tony? Random ass fragrances.
What's going on?
What is up, man? Look at this. Hey, I see. This is what I love about live. It's like this. People can watch our. This is basically like a Zoom call.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice. Anyways,
except I'm wearing pants.
I can barely hear you guys.
Well, Can you hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Okay.
I can hear you, but let me go get my
earpods.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's fine.
How do I sound? Because last time I hopped on somebody's live while I was in my car, they said I sounded real muffled.
No, you sound good.
Okay.
You sound good to me.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I just picked up a fragrance, $20, no tax, no shipping. Yeah, I just picked up. Signature.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
Offer Up. It was a private sale. Offer Up. I had to drive like 30-40 minutes to pick it up, but it was better to do it that way versus having him mail it, because that way I at least can check the fragrance out beforehand, so I know I'm not getting like scammed, and then I can promote the channel. You know what I mean? Because it's all local.
I'll come back on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Womo signature, man. That's a great one.
Yeah, man. It coffee, leather, citrus up top. It kind of has some similarity to Halloween Man X, except I think this one's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit more mature, less harsh of an opening right up top. So I mean, for $20, bro, it's like highway robbery. So
yeah, I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah. And then I got some of this stuff. I don't know if you know about this. I don't know if I should put this on your channel.
I don't give a shit. What is that? Kratom? What is that?
Look it up, bro. So yeah, I don't drink or anything, like, you know what I mean? But I do something called kratom. So it's kind of like it gives you like a little bit. It's a little bit.
Is that like meth?
Like meth? No, you don't shoot it up or snort it or anything. It's a plant. It's an Indonesian plant.
Plant-based. Are you getting addicted to crack?
No, it's kratom.
Is this like crack? That sounds like crack cocaine. No, so kratom.
Yeah. Look it up, man. It's been used for thousands of years. It's an Indonesian plant. A lot of people use it. Doctors, a lot of people who have pain, they use it for pain. So
I use CBD for pain.
I'll tell you, all I use is CBD and kratom. And I have restless leg syndrome. So at night I have a bad issue with my leg moving around. So,
hey, we got Luke on here. What up, Luke?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, look at this. I'm bringing on Tony too. Look at this. All of a sudden, just me, and now there's 4 of us.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I just hit myself twice now. Sorry. There you go.
Well, how's everybody? Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's. How's everybody doing?
Happy New Year.
Doing great. What about you guys?
I'm good. I'm good.
I just woke up.
Yeah, Tony was up till 5 a.m.
I was up till 8 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, we called it. We called it at 3
25
a.m.
to 11 here.
Damn.
Yeah,
I went to
really late here. Yeah, the fucking fabulous.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The censored bottle. I know it
I
looks
just
really.
wore that the other day.
I don't know why they did that. I mean, like everyone knows that if you're going to buy a bottle with a swear word on it, of course. Like,
Why not?
come on.
Yeah. What difference does it make? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know, right? I mean,
I know.
the people that get offended by a swear word aren't going to be the people that are buying it in the first place.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't
Stupid.
think Tom cares. Tom, he probably was like, no, we're not ever doing a censored bottle. And it's probably, I wonder actually when they came out with that censored bottle.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, when did they start censoring it? Because the first time I smelled it, it wasn't censored, and neither was the tester wasn't censored either. That's what drew me to the fragrance.
Yep.
I'll just take a look. I mean, I've got the batch code on here. I'll just take a look at when it came out.
I think I got it when
let's see
it
here.
came out 2017, wasn't it?
Oh, apparently Check Fresh had been shut down or something. I mean, I can't connect to the website.
I think it was 2017.
I had issues with Check Fresh last time I tried to get on it. That was last week, though.
Oh, okay. So Boogie Daddy says that he has severe scoliosis. I'm going to put this up here. I think you guys can see it. He has severe scoliosis and 11 degenerated discs, and kratom saved him.
Yeah,
Got
a lot
me
of
off
people.
the pain meds.
Yeah, a lot of people use
Good.
kratom. A lot of people use kratom for pain, restless leg syndrome, post-traumatic stress. A whole wide array of things. And the DEA, or the FDA, I think it is, was trying to schedule it as a Schedule 1 drug, up there with heroin and all that other stuff. They said it had no medical benefit. And so what a lot of people did, a lot of these military vets and doctors and former addicts who got off methadone, all these people, they signed the petition, sent it in, and they blocked it from getting scheduled because for a lot of people it saves their life. There's no like come down. You don't have any like bad feeling when kratom leaves your body, and it's a plant, so it's kind of like weed. Like how, you know what I mean? Like how are you gonna make something that grows out of the earth illegal? So,
man, that is a whole nother topic of conversation right there. It's like I can go into a lot of the reasons why, like big pharma for me. I hate big pharma, man. Like my mom used to take 33 different medications every day because of doctors, and that's the reason she's on dialysis. It killed her kidneys.
Exactly.
So, like it's crazy.
Different strokes, different strokes for different folks. But I wouldn't have promoted something on your channel if I thought it was like,
oh, I don't care, dude.
Actually,
I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long, and that's awesome because I want to know more about this, because when I start Mentality up in the middle of this month, I'd love to talk about things like that, because there's a lot of beneficial. People are looking for the easy fix, and like a lot of pain medications and things like that. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of hard work and finding natural ways of doing things to make yourself.
The West is usually slow to catch up to the East in terms of medicinal things. So that's another issue. Yeah.
Luke?
I mean, you say that, but I mean, I'm British, and
where you at, Luke?
I don't know. I mean, like, if you have even just a small amount of weed for yourself, I mean, you get shoved in jail for a stupid amount of time. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow.
I think it's like 10 years or something like that.
Holy Christ.
And so where are you at? Where in Britain are you?
I'm down in the far south, so I'm about 2 miles. 2 miles further south, and then you're in the English Channel, basically.
Oh wow! And Tony, you're in.
I live near Bournemouth.
Vegas.
So if you look up that, it's like a coastal town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's Class C. Okay, so what is cannabis? There we go. Class B. So if you possess it, up to 5 years in prison and an unlimited fine on both. Oh, sorry, on both.
It's legal for you. It's legal for Tony.
And 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
I remember.
Which is weird. It's weird. It's like we're all on planet Earth, but depending on where you like lay your head at, it's a different like consequence for doing
Well,
something that. Yeah.
let's take YouTube for instance. All right, I did a short. This was quite a few months ago, and I wore, what did I? Hindu Kush from Mancera, and that was my scent of the day. And I said that it's smoky cannabis, or I said it doesn't smoky cannabis, and they knocked me for demonetization because I said smoke and cannabis in the same sentence. Smoking cannabis. I said smoky cannabis. Monetized.
But the algorithm interpreted as you promoting cannabis consumption.
Yeah. Well, when I did when I did addictive fragrances episode, I really thought, I was like, man, they're going to demonetize the shit out of me. I say MDMA.
Yeah.
I said crack in it. I was like, man, these are just terms. I'm not trying to say, do drugs, kids. I'm like, they're just addictive, these fragrances. But that video did so well.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Sometimes you just got to have a demonetized video,
Oh, yeah, by the way, you can get up to life in jail if you sell crack in the UK.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like that over here, too. Anyway, so...
Well, that's a whole nother beast,
yeah.
Michael, what's your scent of the day?
My scent of the day? Hold on, let me... my scent of the day is Galleria Parfums Moving Times from that decant you sent me.
Oh, cool. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Tony?
Well, I haven't picked yet, but I think I'm going to use the Siren.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Luke? What's your scent of the day?
It's been a lot of different things. I mean, fragrances don't last long on me. So, I mean, I just put on Givenchy Gentleman, the EDP.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was wearing Odyssey this morning. Then I went to Christmas Fake. And then I went to Bleu de Chanel. So I normally wear about 4 fragrances a day.
Jesus Christ, man. You're like a smorgasbord. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all over the place, but I mean, normally fragrances don't last long enough. So, I mean, I just have to keep reapplying.
But
yeah.
Sometimes I wear multiple fragrances, but that's for the sake of testing it out. I'll wear like my main fragrance, and then sometimes I'll spray just one spray on each hand just to get an idea of how long a fragrance lasts in general when I have an idea of like presenting it on the channel.
Oh yeah, I also wore Noir Extreme. I ran out of that one.
Yeah, I do like some Noir Extreme. So what'd you guys do for New Year's? Tony, apparently you partied your ass off.
Party all night, all morning.
What is the one of my favorite tiki bars is in Vegas.
There's one over here. It's on a street called Spring Mountain. I don't know if that's the one.
It's Beachcomber.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh God, what is it? It's famous. It's like it's where the zombie cocktail was created.
I don't know if that's the one.
Hey Tony,
is it out? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Sorry, I was just wondering if you watch UFC because there's so many like fighters that are based out of like Vegas. There's so much,
I watch UFC, but not as much as I don't follow like fighters. Yeah, I used to watch it more.
Yeah.
Greg, go ahead and ask any questions you like, brother. I love that your name is Gregory Buttocks. I'm not kidding. I'm going to put it up there. Yeah, man. Go ahead and ask any questions you would like.
What'd you end up doing, Brian, for New Year's?
Man, I was going to go over to a buddy's, our annual party, but we decided not to do it because a lot of my friends are in the medical field and COVID's becoming pretty bad here.
Yeah, man. It seems like that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like another everyone had anticipated that once winter came around, you know what I mean, it was gonna show its face again. And that seems to be the case.
Yeah. So we shut that down, and I even thought about it because I got COVID last year at New Year's, and it was from going to that party. Last year at New Year's, a couple days after I got COVID, and it sucked. So
I got
yeah.
COVID in January.
Yeah, so January
sucks.
Yeah, I did not really get sick. I felt very weak for a couple weeks, but I didn't really have any of the symptoms except I lost my sense of taste and smell, which really sucked because it made me real paranoid in the head, especially with eating, because you don't think to look like when you can't taste or smell anything, you don't know if something's bad.
Yeah,
you don't think normally to look at expiration dates. And like I've made myself a turkey sandwich and I was like eating it and I thought to myself, I was like, shit, how long have I had that turkey in my fridge? And sure enough, it was expired. And I was like, oh, but I couldn't taste it. You know, it's crazy.
Everything I
Did
was
you
eating
also lose your appetite as well?
I lost my if you lose your sense of taste, you lose your taste, you lose smell. They're both connected.
I don't want to eat because I couldn't taste it.
Yeah,
smell it.
Yeah. I was just like, I'll just have the same thing multiple times. I'll just have toast for everything because I just can't taste it anyway.
So
I lost 18 pounds in 2 weeks.
You just hung out at the house type deal or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I was trying to get this video uploaded. I think my iPhone crapped out that I've been doing all my editing and video recording. So Monday, a new phone. It sucks. But yeah, I was trying to get this damn video uploaded all day, and I decided I was like, I'm not going to let it frustrate me. So I watched. What did I do? I watched some TV, and I was in bed by like 9 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
I did not make it till New Year's. Let's see here. Gregory Buttocks. I've always been fascinated by the world of fragrances. Now that I earn myself, what are some all-around strong fragrances I can experiment? What are your thoughts on Slobon? I've not ever heard of Slobon. What are some strong fragrances? If you are able to get Armani's Stronger With You, absolutely. I'm not exactly sure where you're from. That is a freaking beast of a fragrance. That's one of
what I heard you saying.
It's one of the strongest designer fragrances I have come across in years. That thing is so potent. Like, you have to be careful with it because people with like COPD and like, very sensitive allergy.
You'll choke a room out, yeah.
Yeah, you'll choke a room out. It's almost obnoxiously, which is crazy.
So, I mean, for the people that are concerned with performance, then there you go. You have a fragrance that's going to last forever.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and sometimes, it's just like, I don't know if you were on Joseph and I's Wednesday, or not this past week, the week before. We were talking about like performance and does it matter? And sometimes like straight fragrances can be too damn strong. And back in the day when I was growing up, when I was growing up, nobody gave a crap about performance. We just didn't. It's not something I remember even talking about. And so many people are like, oh, well, the original version of this fragrance lasted forever. But I mean, did it? I mean, did it actually last forever? Like, or
I don't know if it was your stream that y'all were talking about, like how fragrances were different because like people smoked with cigarettes back then.
Yeah, that was our stream.
Okay, then I think I was somewhere listening in.
Yeah, people carried around fragrances with them to cover up cigarette smoke and alcohol, especially like back in the early 1900s. But then, fragrances performance was never a thing. It's just become, as of, the last probably, I mean, I'm not saying that YouTube made it happen, but I have a feeling it had a lot to do with it.
Well, maybe
I can see.
Maybe people look at fragrances that they enjoy through rose-tinted glasses and they're just like, oh, it lasted so much longer back in the olden days, but actually it probably lasts about the same now than it did back then. But, because they liked it so much and they just liked the old version, they're just like, they think that it lasts longer back then. I mean, yeah.
Tony, like, how long you been wearing fragrances, Tony?
Since high school, but I already didn't start collecting till a year ago.
Okay. You remember back when you were in high school, like people gave a shit about performance? Like, was that a thing?
No.
Yeah.
I never heard
You
of
know,
that.
can I honestly, and I'm going to say this to all the guys out there. Don't take this the wrong way, but it's mostly the men that give a shit about it. It's not the women. We have an issue with performance, whether it be sexually or with a lot of things. Like we want our cars to perform. We want like a lot of things to be just beasts. Man, it doesn't matter.
No.
I mean,
I think in your 20s, yeah, performance is like
yeah. I mean,
once you get in your 30s, you're like, all right, fuck it.
You're like, hey, I'm just gonna roll over. It's good. I'm done.
Fuck it.
Good night. Best 30 seconds of your life, baby. But
yeah,
I'm good. I'm
There's-
good.
I've got a question for you, Brian.
Yeah, what's that?
What's the most annoying thing about buying fragrance just from fragrance samples or from hearsay?
I'm sorry? Say that again.
So, like, what's the worst thing about buying a fragrance just from a sample and then you kind of forget about it for ages and then you buy it again? You're like, oh, I really liked it from that one time that I smelled it on a tester strip.
There are certain fragrances that you like. Let's take Aqua de Jo, for instance. I remember how awesome Aqua de Jo used to be. And because I got it back in 1990 when it first released, I was 12 years old. I got it for my birthday right before I moved. And, I remember it smelling different than it does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most annoying part. But I honestly couldn't tell you whether or not I remember it just being like this beast mode fragrance. I remember it probably, it lasted a while, but back then I didn't care. Like I loved spraying that thing on. I felt like a freaking badass. I was like, oh, I get to reapply.
Well,
you and me
I
as
bought
well,
11 milliliters of this one before I ended up buying a full bottle of it. And in the whole time that I tried it, I couldn't tell that it was a bad performing fragrance on my skin. I just I just liked the smell of it, and I didn't realize that it was so crap on my skin. But yeah, thankfully it's empty, so I don't need to worry about that one anymore. I've got this one for free, and it's it's basically empty as well.
Yeah.
As Dave says, just spray more.
Yeah, so easy. I was talking about stronger with you, absolutely. Does anyone inside the fragrance community actually even think about performance?
Yeah, people. Oh no, outside the community, I don't know.
If it's expensive, then it must perform. That's another thing. Also, GTR. To each their own on it. If you make $500 a year, then your $1,000 fragrance that you get, and if it gets bad performance, that's like us spending $100 on a fragrance that doesn't perform. That makes sense.
And also, expensive is subjective, isn't it? I mean, there's people that think, oh, £50 for fragrance is expensive, but
True.
some people like spending fortunes. I mean, there's that Roja fragrance is like $2,500.
Yeah, and that's not meant for the middle class people. It's just not. It's a luxury fragrance. It's like a
big bottle of Creed. Who's gonna buy that big ass bottle?
Yeah,
it's like 10 ounces, 8 ounces. How big is it?
8 ounces.
It's like 4,000, 5,000 bucks or something.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's very subjective and to each their own. If you have the money, to buy a Bugatti, and it's not going to hurt you, buy a Bugatti. But if all you can afford is a Honda, it's the Honda. Bugatti is going to get terrible gas mileage. Your Honda is going to get great gas mileage, but it's cheaper. Terrible gas mileage, fastest car in the world. Honda, not as fast. It's like
I think if I had the money, if I had the money for a Bugatti, I'd probably still get a Honda.
there's this one here.
That's just me. That's just me personally.
It's
Yeah,
1.2
spend the money on something else.
a bottle.
Yeah, I'd put a Bugatti's worth into crypto, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna buy a Bugatti.
Yeah, like, and sometimes, like, even with, like, somebody asked earlier about Raja fragrances. Raja fragrances they smell fantastic. They just do. You can smell the quality, but it doesn't mean you have to buy a Raja. Like, again, Rajas are created for a different tax bracket. They're for people who can afford them. Michael, you still there? You froze, dude.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That is a great way to freeze, though.
That is, yeah.
That is so good. But yeah, let's see here. Stronger with You absolutely is a flanker of Stronger with You. So those are both flankers of Stronger with You.
Nope, he's gone.
Yeah, there goes Michael. He might be back. But yeah, so yeah, that was a great freeze face. I'm so glad. I'm gonna go ahead and remove him. He can come back if you like. No. But yeah, there's that's a great thing is with anything, some people think I'm an idiot for paying, $500 for a pair of shoes that are going to last me 20 years, but my best friend Jeremy gets on me all the time, and I'm like,
this is what I collect also.
Yeah, damn, it's Jordans. See a lot of damn, dude. Heck yeah,
Kobe's and Jordans.
Yeah, man.
Just a few fragrances there. How many have you got roughly?
Kobe's probably about 70.
Jesus.
I mean, I've Jordan's got just these right here,
and that's about it.
Yeah, I collect sunglasses, shoes, tuxes, and watches.
We all have something we collect.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lewis asked, did you all hear about the new Zaharoff? He's got 2 fragrances coming out. He's got
Royal X,
and then a Freshie.
Yeah,
and also a Gourmand.
Oh, really?
God, I love that one so much.
Yeah, he's got a Gourmand he's working on. It'll come out in 2022, but yeah, it's in the works. Have you guys, what fragrances are you guys excited about getting into in 2022, Tony and Luke?
I'm trying to get a lot of them.
I don't know. I mean, probably a few more private blend fragrances. I want to get into those a bit more.
I want to get some Raja and then City Rhythm.
Hey, can you hear me?
Have you gotten City Rhythm yet?
No, I was going to order them after the New Year. So
pretty much
soon.
Yeah, City Rhythm. Quality. Yeah, what's up, man?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Are you just sitting in a parking lot?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for probably like 10 more minutes, and I gotta make my way home. But yeah,
no.
Yeah, we were running around. We took 2 cars today, so we have some family, and that's what we were doing for New Year's. And yeah, my wife's parents got us a Costco card for Christmas. Nice. But we were gonna go to take our pictures, but I guess we didn't realize that everything's gonna be closed today. So, but we did take 2 cars because I was gonna go pick up that fragrance, and then I was gonna pick up the kratom and then head home. So when you told me to that I was welcome to hop on, I just went ahead and, you know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate it, man. That means a lot.
In a parking lot. Yeah, man. I appreciate you would share your platform with me. So, shout out to Dan too. Dan let me on his live stream last night. So.
Yeah, I was gonna hop on his live stream last night, but I really wanted to I was really pissed off at my not being able to get that video out, and I'm still pissed off that I can't, because it's my top 21 pickups of 2021, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the video because I don't know. Do you use an iPhone? Do you use Viva Video?
No, I don't. I heard you talking about that. I don't use Viva Video. I just record from the iPhone, and then I move it over onto my Mac through AirDrop, and then I edit it and then post it. What's the benefits of using Viva Video?
It's just what I've been using. It's a great editing program, but so basically what I do is I film, I edit everything in Viva Video, and then I have to export it onto my phone. Everything that's edited, and I did all of that, and it said it exported, but it didn't. And now every time I go back into Viva Video and click on my edited video, it doesn't pull up. It freezes the app. And it's ever since I did the brand new update for the iPhone. So I think
you have an iMac, right?
no. I do everything on phone. No, I do.
Why did you say that you bought a brand new laptop that was a Apple, like an iMac desktop?
No. I'm planning on getting one. But I'm
you said you had
not. No. I bought a brand new PC. I have a PC.
Okay.
What are you on right now?
I'm on my PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm thinking about just instead of getting a Mac, is getting the new iPhone 13 1 terabyte.
What iPhone do you use at the moment?
I was looking into that.
Yeah.
I use an iPhone 11 right now.
Okay.
That's what I have.
I have the 2020 SE.
But if I get that, because that's another issue that I run into, because I do have a video camera, but the quality of my video camera, so it's a 4K video camera. But if you like the room that I'm in, if you notice, like you can even see the lighting, it's kind of dim in here. I don't have great lighting. But if I take my iPhone and I put it up against my 4K video camera, the Apple has got such better quality than that 4K camera, because it automatically adjusts for lighting. That's the one thing I think a lot of people don't appreciate about their camera phones. Is they're freaking awesome. So, but the new iPhone 13 with the 1 terabyte hard drive, I mean, that's so much space for me to be able to like do a whole week's worth of videos in one day.
How much space you got in your current phone?
I only have
your video.
Gigs. I have a 64 gig 11. So I'm literally, I video, and that's enough for me to have that. I mean, that takes up 30 minutes is 30 minutes is 30 gigs almost.
Yeah.
And then I have to edit it. And then I have to, export it and still have enough room. So right now, I think my best bet is just to get a new phone. But anyways,
I think what I did in order to maximize my space, I think you have to like pay for cloud space. I think that's what I've been doing is just paying for cloud space.
$10 for a terabyte.
I've got 2 terabytes of cloud space, but if I get a terabyte hard drive, I mean a phone, like
you're in the game. You're in the game.
Yeah, and then that's just like buying, because I enjoy doing everything on my phone because I can do it a lot quicker. I've just been doing it for so long, and I can do it on the go.
Once you edit your video, do you erase it off your phone?
No, I put it to the iCloud.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm gonna
computer for free, so there we go. I managed to get this 27-inch iMac for free. It's a mid 2011.
Can you get me one for free?
Yeah, can you get me one for free?
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I mean, I just I did like a trial day with this company. It's like they basically like rent out little shops, and then everyone buys a shop. And yeah, I mean, they had this one lying around, and it had some problems with it, and I managed to fix it up and get it working. All it needed was a fresh reinstall.
Terence said he got the iPhone 13 Pro after a lifetime of Android, and I'm gonna stick with Apple. Apple is the easiest thing for me to edit on. I've been using Apple products to edit on. I use for a personal phone, I use Android because I grew up with PC. But when I worked a marketing and beverage director for this two concert venues, everything I did was Mac. So I got so used to making like band posters.
Yeah, once you get used to the Apple operating system, and then you realize they hook you because they're like, man, we're gonna make this so easy for you. Just get an iPhone and get a MacBook, and then you have the cloud, and then it's just airdropped everything. They make it too easy. They make it easy.
But I 100% agree that after 2 years of, I believe that, and that's even what I was thinking like a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, I've had my iPhone now over 2 years, and every time I do an update, I'm like, they're gonna screw me, dude. Like I'm gonna have to get a new phone. And what happened is I recorded I was almost 40 minutes worth of recording. I edited it. It took me 4 hours to edit because it's almost 21 minutes long. I was trying to make it top 21 of 2021 and make the video 21 minutes long.
It takes me hours to edit as well.
21 minutes and
even
21
for a 10-minute video.
I was trying to do it all, but I didn't. But anyways, but I got it all edited and whatever. Well, here, look, I'll show you this. Look at this. It's crazy. And I've done everything. And now we're just talking about iPhones. But look, it says right there. It says 63.3 gigabytes of 64 gigabytes used. And it's all coming from, and it says all coming from system data.
Yeah,
which
but
means
that's expected. Yeah, that's expected if you're doing the bulk of your channel through the iPhone, because that's what my laptop looks like many times too. I have to move a lot of information or just straight up delete it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there's no point me having all these, like, you know what I mean, rough cuts. I can just, you know what I mean, scratch that and then watch my own YouTube channel and rip it if I need to.
Have you thought about using Clean My Mac on your computer?
Sir?
Huh?
I mean, you've got a MacBook, don't you?
I have a MacBook Pro, yeah.
Yeah. If you use Clean My Mac 10, I mean, that's what I use. I didn't pay for it, but I'm not going to tell you how to get it for free.
Okay.
I mean, look, I didn't pay for Final Cut Pro either. So
really, bro, we need to link up. How can I?
I use my Bobby.
I want
there's
Final
one
Cut Pro
website
so
that you
bad.
can find. I mean, it's really easy to find out there. I mean, I'm not promoting piracy. I'm just saying.
I'm totally gonna get demonetized because of.
How do you think I watch all of my UFC events?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I don't care. Like,
a
I'm not
fire
monetized
stick.
right now.
A fire
Well,
stick.
quite frankly, I'm too poor to pay
sorry,
$300 for Final
Right on
Cut.
Brian's channel. Mute us.
Great, awesome. Hey, Brian just lost 1,200 subs in one fucking video.
Damn, he's gonna have to go get an 8 to 5 again. Oh shit.
Right. That looks good.
Man, the siren's great, dude.
Oh man,
I'm gonna continue rocking Mandala.
Boozy, chocolatey. What is that?
I do have one.
Sorry, go ahead, y'all.
I was just gonna say I do have Hugo Blue. I think I've got it. Hang on a second.
I only got 5 niche fragrances.
It's so synthetic, but it's really nice.
I'm a total basic, bro. Like Brian knows, Ken Sense knows. I'm a super basic, bro, when it comes to my scents. They sent me decants, niche decants, trying to get me more addicted to fragrances.
How did it work?
But you sent me that one. Remember when I messaged you? I was like, man, this one's awesome. This one's so amazing. I was like, this is some witchcraft. And then I looked it up online. I was like, it smells familiar. And my wife was like, this smells familiar. And then I looked it up online. They're like, oh, it smells like Barbasol shaving cream. And then I was like, damn it, they ruined it for me, because now it just smells like shaving cream. But it lasted forever.
What's
like
with
that's
that
one
one?
of those fragrances. I don't. Oh man, it was I think the name of the fragrance was 18 something. I don't know.
Oh,
it was
1888.
Like, is that what it was? I don't remember the name of it.
Parfums?
I think so, man. I don't know. Don't get me lying to you, but it smelled amazing. Like if you want just something masculine that, you know, people around you, if they don't like fragrances, you can just throw on and you just smell like you just got done shaving. That's the perfect one.
I mean, Histoire Parfums definitely makes some amazing fragrances.
I've got this one decant here from it's Tom Ford London. Have you heard of that? Well, I mean,
No.
you've probably heard of that one, haven't you?
I know Brian has.
Yeah, that one got discontinued really quickly. I mean, it came out in like 2013. I think it discontinued a good few years ago. I mean, it's been off their website for a while.
I think it got discontinued when he sold out. He sold to whatever.
So has Profumo been discontinued?
Huh?
Has Profumo been discontinued? Aqua di Gio?
I heard that.
I heard it has, and I heard it came back.
Look, man, I don't really feed into the whole discontinued stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I think a lot of especially niche brands do it for marketing ploys to boost sales. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Same way with Ultramall, probably the same way with Invictus 18, same way with Privé. Who knows, man? Everything's coming, everything's going. Now they said L'Homme Intense, and you go online, it's like $200. It's just like, bro, it's not that serious.
It's really not.
Hey, Brian, how many of the little 2 ml ATHs do you have?
I have
all of these.
I don't have a single. I have one. I have one 2 ml, but everything else is 10 ml or 50 ml.
Which one I want to try?
I have a total of 42 Aaron Terence Hughes.
Damn.
Blimey. That's pretty much all of them then, isn't it?
I want to try the Journey.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The
Journey. I want to try that one, yeah.
But a lot of them are, most of them are 10 mLs, and then I've got 13 50 mLs. So, yeah, I love Aaron Terence Hughes, obviously.
Where he left?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's back. I don't know what he's doing. He's just bouncing around.
It looks like somebody like popped up or something. He's like got scared.
Man, I'm so glad.
I was in the comments. And then I heard him say something about Aaron Terence Hughes, and then it reminded me of, because Brian sent me an Aaron Terence Hughes fragrance, and it smelled so damn good, man. Oh man, I wish I had it with me, man. I feel so unprepared, but it smelled so good, man. Huh?
Which one is that?
It's not Smolder. It's the only 50 ml that I've got.
No, it wasn't Smolder. It smelled like grapefruit. To me, it kind of smelled like Dolce & Gabbana. Like, again, I'm a basic bro, so if it smells like grapefruit,
like Forever,
probably.
Oh, yeah. I sent you Haze.
Haze, yeah. Bro, Haze was really, really good, man, and it developed. So it's like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or Dolce & Gabbana Forever, but it's way more complex. It develops a bit more on your skin. It just smelled really, really good, man. It was very, very pleasant. It's something a basic bro like me can like enjoy, but for niche.
You are kind of basic.
Have you smelled Odyssey as well as the Haze ones? I'm wondering like what the difference between those two are.
Odyssey is discontinued, I think.
Yeah, I think they've discontinued it now. I mean, they said that it was, it's going to be like half price, so it's like £32.50, and then they said for like December only, and then they were going to discontinue it completely. Well, it's still on their website.
Yeah, so I think it's.
I don't know about.
I don't think it's going to be coming back out.
I was wondering like what the similarities between that and the Haze Blue and Black ones are. I don't know.
Haze Blue is what you sent me.
Yeah, Haze Blue. Haze Black is a little bit not as, I believe, not as projecting. And then Odyssey, the Hazes are just like brighter, bolder, stronger. Odyssey is, because do I have Odyssey? I should have Odyssey. I'm sure I do. Sometimes I forget what I have. But I can't really remember, because I remember Odyssey, Neon. I do have Odyssey. Odyssey, Neon, and the Hazes all have like some similarities to them. Right. I can't remember exactly what. They're all fresh.
When did you start collecting
Christmas Fake was a brilliant release.
When did I start collecting what?
Fragrances.
Like big time, about 15, maybe a little over 15 years ago, and really got into it really hardcore probably about 5 years ago.
When did you learn about the niche fragrances? Because I'm pretty sure you started with designer, right?
Oh, 100%. Niche fragrances. I mean, technically I had a florist. I had a couple florist fragrances, which I guess it's a niche brand, but I don't know. I didn't really know about niche back then, but I wore those in high school. I had Florist Elite back in high school. I got Creed, Green Irish Tweed, and also, what else did I have? I had Green Irish Tweed, but that was my first Creed. But I didn't think of that as niche. I just thought
how'd you hear about it? Like, was it a friend or was it just
my
you
roommate,
went down the rabbit hole yourself? Okay.
No, my roommate back in the day, he wore a Ventus. So this was in 2010. So this was now 12 years ago is when I bought my first Creed. It was Green Irish Tweed. But he tried to sell me I'm picking up a Ventus. And so we went to Atlanta and we went to I think it was Neiman Marcus, and he was like, "Dude, you've got to get Aventus." I mean, it's like he was like, "All the chicks love Aventus," blah 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 blah, and like his name is Drew, and I called him Drucifer. Everybody called him Drucifer because he's kind of like Satan. He's kind of like the devil. But I love Drew. Don't get me wrong. He's such a great guy, but he's kind of a douche canoe. And I don't care if he ever sees this because he'd be like, "Yeah, I am kind of a douche."
He owns it.
He owns it. He's like, I am. But I didn't like it. I wasn't like, and I didn't want to smell like the Drucifer. I remember telling him that. I'm like, "Look, I'll go with you and we'll pick something out." And he knew I like fragrances. And he still, to this day, I'm guaranteed, he still wears Aventus.
That was my first. That was my
I
first.
heard that Mont Blanc
the little 1.7
Explorer as a middle finger to Creed, who copied
Original Santal.
Individual with
that was good too.
Original Santal.
Original Santal.
Yeah.
I think I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. I mean, it's kind of, it's kind of hearsay, but
read the Ghost Perfumer.
Yeah.
Read the Ghost Perfumer. You need to read that book. Trust me, it'll change your perspective on Creed a lot.
Shout out to Mr. Smelly.
Well, if you have not, it's also if you have Amazon Kindle Unlimited or whatever it's called, unlimited access, it's free. Which is only like $5 a month on for that.
I started reading that Perfumer.
Hey Brian, I gotta get going, but I gotta.
Okay, yeah, no worries, man. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I gotta hop off too.
I love you, man. Hopefully, I can
love
hop
you
back
too,
on
brother.
your live at some point here in the near future, man.
Yeah, man. Let's talk this next week about collabing. We'll do something
fun.
Man.
Sounds good. Hey, nice to meet you, Luke. Nice to meet you, Tony.
You too, man. Take care.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye, everybody in the comments.
Hi, guys. But yeah, man. I mean, there's so Creed was my first niche purchase, and then what really took me down the rabbit hole was a couple years later, I got Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford.
Oh yeah.
And that's really when I started truly getting into what niche fragrances are and truly appreciating. Because I think back when let's say 2010, I was still in my early 20s, and that's when I really cared about. And I was married. Wait, no, yeah, I was still married, so maybe it wasn't 2010 when I got Green Irish Tweed. Anyways, regardless, years, but I really went down that rabbit hole of getting into niche fragrances when I smelled Tobacco Vanille, because what I did is I was in Vegas, actually. I was at the Tom Ford store. I can't remember if it was at Caesars, because I know Caesars, it's like every freaking makeup. Like, I think it was Caesars.
It had to be Caesars, because I don't think the other malls were open back then. Those other high-end malls.
Yeah, no, it had to have been. I can't.
Unless it was fashion show. Fashion show.
No. It was at Caesars. Caesars has a Tom Ford
shops. The forum shops. Yeah.
But I did the whole sit down. I went through the whole catalog, the whole Tom Ford folio, private blend catalog, and that's the one that stuck out to me. That one, and I mean, there were so many. Plum Japonais, Tobacco Rouge.
I haven't tried that one.
Jasmine Rouge is good too.
Jasmine Rouge.
I like that one.
I mean, there were so many Amber Absolute, Patchouli Absolute, and so that's when I got my first bottle of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, and I was like mind blown. I was like, and really sitting down and doing that, I was like, what is this wizardry? Because honestly, when I remember smelling Green Irish Tweed for the first time, I was like, this reminds me of Cool Water. I was like, that's why I bought it. I was like, this smells like really good, high-end, fresh, clean Green Irish, or Irish Spring soap. And I was like, this smells really good. I really like this. And so, yeah, I picked that up. But I didn't really consider that niche. I don't know if I really knew what the difference was.
I would say that Tom Ford Private Blend is niche.
I do too.
I mean, it's definitely pricey enough.
Is it considered niche?
No, it's high-end design.
Designer, right? Yeah.
It's designer, but you know, to me, you know, that's more niche quality because you know, more of your privé lines, you know, even Dior and Chanel and Yves Saint Laurent, like the privé lines are definitely more of your niche experimental fragrances as compared to, you know, but I think even Tom Ford's signature line really pushes the mark and pushes the boundaries of what's the, you know, the niche and designer realm.
I mean, you can really see a niche designer releasing a Ben Fume as their own fragrance, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not something that you'd expect Chanel to release, for example. You know, it's got to be
no, unless you went into like their privé line, like, you know, Sycamore.
Oh, I want to try Sycamore or Coromandel or something like that.
Coromandel is
pronounced,
awesome. That's an awesome patchouli fragrance. But yeah, so Tony, you still thinking about starting your channel?
Yeah.
Just got to do it.
He's
man.
like, come on, hurry up.
Just got to do it. There's plenty of space, man. You know, there's everybody.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out because everybody has their own thing, you know. Like you got what you do, Ross has what he does, and Justin. I like their videos.
Yeah, you know, it's just finding your own niche. You know, like I
don't want to come on there like, oh, he's probably copying this guy. Like,
well, and then that's the thing is like, yeah, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy, you know, getting out there. You know, the first thing is, you know, the easiest way to find your own niche is putting yourself out there. Yeah. Like, you know, if you go back to like the beginning of my channel, like I think Autumn's on here, Autumn Clark. I don't know if anybody's still commenting because I'm not seeing comments. Oh, never mind. Yes, there is. Le Lion. I just got
Can I see comments or just you?
I don't know. I think you can just see me.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see comments. But
you got to go into the internet to be on here, right? On
yeah. So Autumn was talking to me about like she's a friend of mine. She went back to like the beginning of my channel, started watching my episodes.
I want to go see your first episode.
My very first episode is like 30 minutes long.
Oh,
it's me basically talking about how Hot Chavat is the king of my fragrance kingdom.
And you edited it, or it was just straight?
Oh minutes? Yeah, it was edited.
Oh,
but I mean, it was my first episode.
How long did it take you to film?
Took me a while. It took me a while. But you can see that like how my episodes have and how my channel has really grown, even in 8.5, almost 9 months. Well, like 9 months now. You know, it's definitely transformed a lot. I've had to learn a lot of things, but the biggest thing.
I'm definitely gonna watch that video.
Yeah. I mean, go check out all of them. Like, and it's crazy because YouTube has really been pushing a lot of my earlier content because I'm getting tons of comments from old ass episodes. Like, and when I say old, I've almost got 300 episodes.
Damn.
And yeah, I mean, I think I'm at like 270. Hell, I don't even know what I'm at. I know I'm at like 150,000 views.
You guys just described the fragrances so well,
I don't really release very many videos, and I've got almost 250,000 views. I don't know how.
There you go. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I released one video that got like 90,000. I don't understand why. I mean, it's literally like it's just the clip from GTA San Andreas, and it's just slowed down a lot. It's like when Big Smoke goes and then drops the baseball bat, and I got 90,000 on that. It's like,
yeah, I mean,
so weird. I mean, the algorithm is just so messed up.
Yeah, the algorithm is. I mean, that you don't ever try to figure out YouTube. That's the one thing I can suggest. Is like YouTube is always changing. You just need to stick with what you're good at, and just never try to be something that you're not. Because I have seen channels over the years that it's like, they grow to they'll grow, but they kind of just go in a weird direction. You're like, why did they ever change that? Yeah. Just stick it with what you're good at, and don't try to don't tell people. don't let people tell you how to review fragrances. Just do what makes that works for you. You know, like for me, like I don't know. Like I try to be I try to be on a very realistic on your level. Like, you know, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking at you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, I mean, the fragrance community is quite small as it is. So you kind of worked yourself into a niche there. I mean, just think about what sort of way you want to work that niche. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you got like curly.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own different style, and you know, I mean, go for whatever you feel is the best. I mean, I like the live ones, the the chilled out hangouts. They're quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean this is great.
I don't like those videos where you've got Jeremy Fragrance spraying multiple sprays of Ventus in the air, spinning round and clapping his hands. No, not really my sort of thing.
I mean, if anything, yeah. Okay, so and that God, I'm keep adjusting my hat. It's so weird. Okay, there we go. Each fragrance reviewer has their own niche. Michelle, curly fragrance.
Yeah.
She is, I'll never review like her because I don't.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's hilarious, but she uses a lot of terminology that I would. That I wouldn't use. But do I still love her? Do I still watch her? Absolutely. I think she nailed.
I think a woman can get away more with doing that than a man would.
Yeah, I mean, true. And I'm not going to sit here like I'd say all the time. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to guarantee a fragrance is going to get you compliments because I can't guarantee that. That goes beyond my my character. That's not who I am. I don't make guarantees that I can't stand behind. That's what always made me a good salesman, is because I didn't try to sell you on anything. I tried to create a relationship.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Watch Brooklyn Fragrance Lover?
He was my favorite. He's the reason I started this channel.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was on his last ever live Q&A, and he spoke to me on that, and it hit different when he passed.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Morgan said my spoof of Jeremy Fragrance was fun though. Bring that back. You got it, buddy. I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, as long as you can have fun, and that's one thing that I really have been trying to implement a little bit more into my channel, is just being funny and a little bit just more creative, because that's really where my mind goes. And I think that if you can't find the humor in life, then you're missing out on the best parts of life.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like we have to be so careful in what we say. I feel like we've become very sensitive in society as society is, the way that society is going, is being very sensitive. And I think that, we need to worry less about that and just start finding more humor in life and starting to appreciate each other for who we are, not necessarily always what we do, because I think
we just need to lighten up a bit, really.
Yeah. I mean, we do, and that's one reason. Like, I still love Dan's channel, and hell, I still watch a Jeremy Fragrance, running around in his little whitey tights,
little speedos,
flaunting his little Jimmy everywhere. That's
right. I don't want to have to be reminded.
Jeremy Fragrance has a small dick.
How to apply fragrance.
Right. And that's why you'll never see me do a fragrance video. In fact, I've done it once.
I want to see Brian in the speedo.
Yeah. Well, okay. Fine. Done. But like, I did one video, like how I spray my fragrances, and I basically said it doesn't matter how you spray your fragrances. Spray your fragrances however works best for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to teach you how to walk. You have to learn how to walk on your own, and then you figure it out how to walk that works best for you. We as human beings and as people, we try to find, again, the quick fix of doing something. But honestly, the proper way of doing when it comes to fragrances and style and lifestyle is you got to figure out for yourself. You got to, listen to everybody around you, like, take from everybody and be like, okay, all right. So Michelle sprays 762 times every single day. This guy over here is telling me to spray four, just a maximum of 4 sprays. So I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, so do I spray 4 sprays or do I spray 7,000 sprays? Well,
go for the midpoint.
Figure out in between. Just see what works for you. There is no, don't choke people out. Don't offend people. Just figure out what works for you. Your skin works differently than mine does. Figure out, what is, I mean, you got to figure out what's going to work for you.
My skin's sort of leathery, but it cuts really easily. I mean, so it's like the worst possible skin that you can have for fragrance. And I mean, the fact that I go through my bottles ridiculously quickly, I mean, that's just testament of it. But I mean, I want to end up collecting more of the private blends, but I find that you can never keep them fingerprints free. I mean, I've had this for a few days and it's already got a few scratches on the top. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to need gloves just to pick these up.
Well, a lot of the times when you go to places like that, they wear white gloves or black gloves. Like when you go to really nice, like, luxury.
I do love the private blends. They're so nice.
Which one is that?
That's Tobacco Vanille.
Oh, yeah,
50 mil.
That's Brian's favorite.
That's my favorite. I mean, I don't know. I think I've got 20 or so Tom Fords. Somewhere around there. I don't know. I mean, this year is definitely going to be a year that I cut back a lot because I'm going to be focusing so much more. I think, and that's another thing is like I'm getting to that point in my channel where, people are going to start sending me products to review. And that's another thing. Like, I think a lot of people think that, oh no, fragrance reviewer is selling out because he's getting free products. But, when you, Tony, or, Luke, if you started a YouTube channel, the one thing you got to factor in is, the old age quote is time is money. And you have to wait till you see how much time it takes to frickin' record and get comfortable with it, to edit, to do a thumbnail, to do everything on the back end, to do shorts, to do lives. I mean, I spend more time now doing this full time in Instagram and about to start a second channel. I mean, that's going to be 60, 70 hours a week.
Wow.
Yeah. And
because you want to be successful at it, because yes, this is a business, but it's also, I consider it a family owned business because I'm not just doing it for, I am not doing this to become rich because this is not something that you want to get into if you think you're just going to make a buttload of money. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah. And
unless
also,
you are just really good at viral video.
When you're a small channel, I mean, just a simple bottle like this, like Memoirs of a Trespasser or something, it's going to cost a fortune just for one single video. And who knows how much money you get back from it, if any.
Exactly. So, do you guys dust your bottle shoulders, or is this just a me thing? Dust my bottle shoulder. I dust my entire bottle. I take the caps off and dust around the atomizer. Like, I'll take the cap off, dust, cap back on. But, yeah. But anyways, with that being said, I know we've been sitting here, now been on here for 3 hours. I need some dinner.
I've been here for 1 hour.
Yeah. So, guys, if you have any other last moment questions, seeing that, I've been on here for a long time and I still have some work to do. I hope, and if you have any, questions, get them in real quick. I appreciate all the super chats. Thank you so much, guys. All that money goes right back to the channel. It's much appreciated. We will be doing more lives like this. And like I said, follow me on Instagram. Got a great live with Emily from Shelter and Perfume tomorrow. Ooh, what is this? Oh, a private chat. Oh, God. Freaking Michael. That's awesome. He put on a private chat sub to my channel. That guy is always freaking promoting himself. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Tony, awesome having you on. Luke, awesome having you on. I'd love for you guys to hop on whenever you would like.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a great way
Good
of
to
getting.
meet you, Luke. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too,
Good to
Tony,
meet
man.
And you, Brian. First time talking, Brian.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
Anytime.
Love it.
Anytime. Like I said, this is a freaking a family, man. We're gonna keep it that way.
Gotta get Ken on next time.
Yeah. Oh no. I trust me. I'm gonna get Ken on. We didn't do.
He's another one that needs to start the YouTube, huh?
He is, and I came up with his name. Ken Scents.
Oh, did you?
Yep. I told him I was like, I'm your unofficial manager, but the big.
Well, you helped me. You helped me with my name.
Well,
I was deciding with that one or another one. Then.
Well, you know what, man?
This is more catchy, I think.
Yeah, I agree, and we will definitely get your channel started. And again, any way I can help, that's what I'm here for, man. But y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, guys. But that is it. Remember, you're stinking beautiful. Till next time, Happy New Year, and happy scent trails. Bye, guys.
Happy New Year's.
All right, bye. Take care.